All right, let me attempt my best Bo Wolf here. Hello, everybody. Welcome in to the PHLY Phillies Watch Along show. Jamie Lynch, Renee Washington. We got Tyler Zulli, who will be, popping in and out, technically working, I suppose. But we're just going to be watching the game alongside you guys. This is all brought to us by our lovely friends at Miller Lite, who are doing the watch along today. So, we will react live alongside with you. Me and Tyler are MLB savant nerds during in-games, love looking at exit velocities and pitch velocities and launch angles and all that good stuff. So hang out with us, grab a Miller Lite, pull up a chair, and let's watch Zack Wheeler go to work here, Renee.
Why can't I be in on that? Why do you think what did I get left out?
Well, I don't know how deep your love for MLB Savant's website goes.
I like it.
Okay.
I love seeing the projections of things. Yeah.
So my friend
exclude me from the group.
Well,
guys.
We haven't really nerded out over MLB Savant talk yet.
No.
My friend was actually asking me earlier today. There's a water buried in here.
Yeah, we gotta stay hydrated too. It's important that we douse the fire in the midst of our Miller Lite.
Was asking me, and I don't know if either of you guys know. If you do, this would be incredible. How the win probability is actually predicted.
I don't know. Do you know how planes fly? It's the same thing.
I still don't understand how cruise ships. You can say water displacement all you want, but I don't know how cruise ships float. That does not.
What do you mean?
That should not float.
Why? Because it's how big a cruise ship is?
It's propulsion.
I know. I get it, but I don't.
I'm just going to use the words that they tell me to use,
Water
Jamie.
displacement. That should not be able to float, Renee.
I'm so confused why you're confused.
It's like a Comcast tower on the water, and it just floats.
But they have things that they build on the bottom of it to keep them afloat, and it keeps them moving, and it steers them, and it balances it. It's all science.
Shouldn't float
and
the
architecture.
way it does. There's nothing that blows your mind that you understand, but you just
I think everything. How are we flying in the air? That's mind-blowing to me.
See? So?
How are we having a big, and some planes are huge. Imagine our cars just flying in the air.
That's what I'm saying.
It's mind-blowing. The way that, I just think it's fascinating how smart people are. They can create this stuff.
The more you know.
Yeah, the wind projection and all that is insane.
Because last night, the reason he brought it up was because the Sixers had I have to look at the text, but I think he said there was hold on, let me just look at the text so I don't misspeak here. The Sixers allegedly had a 4.6% chance of coming back down 6 with under 30 seconds to what?
Wait,
left.
You said win percentage?
Win probability.
Did you think he said
wind?
wind?
You said wind this whole time.
Wind?
Well, because then you went with cruise ships, so I just thought we were on wind.
Well, because Tyler said things that just don't make sense, like how does the plane
in my
fly?
mind this whole time you were talking about the wind. I'm like, I don't know why we're talking about the wind.
Jeez, we're off to a banner start here.
Welcome into our watch along.
Win.
But actually, win probability makes even more sense. It's based off of the Phillies had been 0 for 10 in situations where they were trailing the 8th inning or on. So you use the mathematic numbers to crunch the data and analytics at the percentage of them possibly winning.
Okay.
So they use past.
Yeah, okay.
You can use past.
Way to study in school, nerd. All right, but here's the point. That type of comeback hasn't been done in the NBA in 25 years. That was Reggie Miller at MSG.
Correct.
So how does that have nearly a 5% chance if it hasn't been done in 25 years?
Momentum.
Oh, you can't track
because of the
momentum.
because of the fact that the Sixers came back.
Hogwash.
You watch as it's all the numbers being crunched together. So you're watching what's the scoring run on the last X amount of minutes? Who's got the hot hand? Is somebody injured, healthy, whatever? Yeah, win probability actually makes way more sense to me than wind projection.
No, wind projection you can actually calculate with a device.
Correct. That's how you calculate wind probability with a device. But that hadn't
been done in 25 years. How's that a 5% chance? Tyler, am I making sense or am I talking gibberish?
Well, that's the Phillies didn't have a high percentage chance of winning.
And you want me to do projections and
Well,
probabilities.
The Phillies' win probability last night was probably very small.
It dropped drastically
Like the
because
Braves
they
did
had
the night
given
before.
up 3 runs, then you give up a 4th. It drastically dropped. But then it's a weird thing, but it's all these numbers being crunched of like past games. What's your record look like? How have you done in these types of situations in the past? You know,
No, Darth Pooh, I understand air compartments and water displacement and all of that, but when you see a cruise ship, that should not work. That does not compute
It's
in my
science.
brain. I understand the science behind it. That should not float.
But that's why they didn't always float.
That's a floating city.
That's why they didn't always float, because it took people sinking Titanic for various reasons to realize.
Thank you for explaining trial and error to me. Like I'm 5.
Same thing with planes. That's why I understand how planes fly, because it took some not flying to be able to understand what to make it fly.
Yes.
It's just, I mean, it's a fascinating thing. How this stuff I really actually, in all seriousness, I know y'all just call me a nerd, but I used to think this stuff was so cool in school when you could.
So cool. No, it actually is cool.
Like measuring and understanding energy and how things like that work and how amazing. So about this baseball.
Somebody on Twitter asked me to eat soup today on the watch along. And it was funny. I had a craving for pho today. So I got a little wonton.
Wow.
So this is for you, random Twitter user.
Yeah.
You get to watch me eat soup during our watch along today.
Do you normally eat soup during baseball?
No,
it's not, like, something
I've had
that's-
a Lee Hao Fu craving for
Like
a
I
while.
thought we were gonna go more wings or pizza
It's
or
more
even
traditional.
or even burgers.
But
Like
we're
that's
so
what
close to Chinatown. And Renee, you know this about me. Tyler, I'm pretty sure you know this about me now. I have I cannot pay the price gouging delivery fees anymore. I have broken inside.
You're paying for convenience.
I like walking to get food.
Okay, sometimes that's fine.
This is what I miss about the city, being able to
but like
walk
we could be
somewhere.
sitting right here doing our watch along. I could put in an order for some buffalo wings.
But how
they
much?
can
all
get
right, let's say
delivered
those
here,
wings
and we don't
were,
have to go anywhere.
Let's say those wings are $14. Now in this day and age, you're probably paying a tip to your driver, a delivery fee. You're probably paying $24 for $14 of wings, and
Mhm.
I can't do that.
Yeah, but the cost of your convenience
Nope.
is priceless.
I like walking places and getting food.
You
I'm like the only person here who walks and gets lunch and comes back. I can't pay delivery. Chris, our social media director, must pay $20,000 a year in delivery fees, the amount of delivery he gets. And every time he does it, I'm like, how do you do this?
yeah.
I can't. So you joined me today on our walk to Chinatown, and we got some
I did because I really wanted some chicken. I wanted like some wings or something. Like that's more of a baseball thing, but you know, I wanted to go along.
I did not bully you into it.
Jamie forced me to go to Chinatown with him and get Chinese food.
She was looking at me like she didn't want Chinese, and I was like,
Well, I also didn't want to walk by myself.
I was like, don't
it's
get
nice
Chinese.
outside, but I didn't
You
want to walk by
mentioned chicken
myself.
fingers. I was like,
but
go
it
get
was the
some chicken
opposite
fingers.
direction. And then I could have strayed. Chicken fingers and honey mustard sauce right now sounds so good, like crispy.
So Paige got introduced to honey mustard last night with her chicken fingers for the first time.
Amazing.
And she first tried a French fry in it, and she took a bite, and she goes, I like this.
Oh.
And I was like, well, dip your chicken in it. And then she did, and she's a big honey mustard fan now.
It's funny because teaching kids to eat like with sauces and condiments is like a mind-blowing thing.
So the Phillies, if you're here with us, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Zack Wheeler throwing baseballs.
For the first time, the Phillies have not scored in the first inning.
What the hell is this about?
This is we haven't seen this pretty. There's Kyle. Look at that. Look at our non-everyday left
Wheeler
fielder.
stinks. They should pull him. This guy's no good. Who's the first random angel that pops to your mind?
See, you don't want to play that game with me.
Because I have mine.
You don't want to play that game with me specifically because I was telling Renee this the other day. My favorite player growing up was Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
It's a great one.
So, Vladimir Guerrero Sr.
He used to pee on his hands.
Then can't confirm nor deny. But
It toughened up the skin. It's an old Dominican
when
trick.
Vlad became an Angel, I started following the Angels as like my AL team. And so
your angel knowledge is deep.
It's way more than it should be.
Okay.
We
Just
had this
first name.
conversation
When you think of a
because-
random angel.
Dallas McPherson.
Dallas McPherson.
Yeah.
Wow. Mine's not even that random. It's Howie Kendrick. But
Former Philly Howie Kendrick.
Yeah, former Philly great Howie Kendrick.
I only really think of modern day Angels. Not really.
Mike Trout, and by the way, real bummer for Mike Trout.
That's so sad.
He
to
was.
hear.
I watched his, media scrum, and he started choking up, and he was just like, "I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll be back." And he was. You could just tell, like, his soul broke because he started so hot, and then again to get hurt, like.
That's the thing, and a meniscus is an injury you can easily come back from. You know, like a torn meniscus, the surgery, the recovery for that doesn't knock you out, especially at this point of the season, now that it's May 1st officially, you can get back from. But it's the fact that every single season, Mike Trout has injuries.
It's brutal.
And as we talked about the other day, being injury plagued, he's dealt with so much. And to have the great start that he did, he's smashing home runs again. He's looking good. He's moving well. I know they were talking about it game 1 on the broadcast. Like, he looks like a freight train. He does. He rounds those bases, and it's like, holy shit, watch out. And then to hear that at some point during that game he got hurt, that's
he said
wild.
He even said he was like, I don't know when I even did it.
I feel like a meniscus because I've done my meniscus. I didn't tear it.
I did,
but I do feel like
MCL, meniscus.
Knees. That's what pisses you off about. Oh, look at that shot of the West Coast. Woof. Speaking of Reggie Miller, but knees are those injuries that like
it's Miller time.
Miller
time there, Miller time here. It's
should we drink some of our Miller Lite every time the Miller Lite commercial comes on? Tyler, where's yours?
I think the universe is telling
right here.
us
I got
to drink
you.
Miller Lite.
Yeah, mine's just mine's in a different container, and it says water.
Oh wow, boo! This man. Just wild when you think about knee injuries in general. They're such a bummer.
Yeah, they're not fun.
Speaking of what, non-bummers, things that are exciting, are people in the chat. Nice to see you guys here. I finally pulled up YouTube. My bad. I've been in the dark over here. Dave P, John Lemmerman. Oh, they're talking about the Angels that come to mind when you.
Somebody had a great one. JT Snow.
Yeah.
I actually think of him as a giant.
I do too, because you know how I think about JT Snow? I think about JT Snow pulling Dusty Baker's kid off the plate when he was a babe. Remember that? He was a toddler.
That's right, yeah.
And he went running out onto the field into the World Series.
Oh my God, they were just talking about
and
that.
literally like saved Dusty's kid's life.
That's
and I think he's a pro baseball. I think he's a pro ball player now.
Yeah, they were. No, that's exactly why
I think he's somewhere in the minors.
Yes, they were just talking about that because, gosh, where is he playing? Is he down with the Houston minor league team now?
I don't know.
But that toddler is now a grown adult playing
I saw a meme
baseball.
the other day. You know, who's the really hot actor last year from The Last of Us, Pedro Pascal. The meme of him in The Last of Us where he's like gripping his heart when he's like, kind of in pain. And it was a meme of when the player you loved growing up's kid is now in the pros.
I know.
And I was like, Trotter Jr.
I know.
I just felt so old. So Dusty Baker, yeah.
So Darren Baker this year is with the Rochester Red Wings, which is the Nationals AAA affiliate.
Okay.
Oh, so that's, I believe, where Dickie Beans was when he took his car ride down to meet the Phillies.
I think you're correct.
I think he was in Rochester facing Dusty Baker's son.
By the way, you want to know, this is not a random player. This guy had a really nice career, but one of the most fun players I remember watching with the Angels in like that mid-2000s, I don't think he was on the World Series team, but I could be wrong. This dude could flat out hit and he could fly. Sean Figgins.
Yeah.
Sean Figgins was awesome.
He spelled it C-H-O-N-E.
C-H-O-N-E.
Yeah.
But Sean Figgins was so good. I think he had almost 70 stolen bases the one year.
I got to say, this Lee Hao Fook wonton soup was dynamite.
I need like a struggling here. You're over there. Wow. Are you kidding me? I've taken like one bite.
I love wonton soup.
Troy Percival got the final out in the O2 World Series.
One. I feel bad for Angels fans. One of my buddies is from Orange County originally, and he's like the only person I know who's kind of, I guess, quote unquote, diehard
Angels fan. It's weird to say.
And he hates them so much.
It's an ownership thing. They hate their owner. Art Moreno's a loser.
Yeah, that sucks. And something unique that never really like registered with me until last night, that their home dugout's on the third base line.
Yeah, apparently their clubhouse is on
somebody
that side.
tweeted Tom McCarthy during the game last night and was like, why is their home dugout on the third base line? And he said, that's where their clubhouse is. I was like, that's so weird. That's such a weird bit. And that's why baseball stadiums are cool. Like there's no uniformity. They're all different. They're all weird in their own way. All right, Castellanos, let's keep it going from last night here. I'll open a Miller Lite in your honor. Your honor, your honor. Oh, great. I just got beer all over my new computer. That's good. Good job, Jamie. Dickhead. You saw that. Yeah.
Please, please, please chew your food so we don't have to do like the Heimlich on. Because I see you eating and laughing, and I'm like just fearing the worst.
I literally watched that.
Yeah. It was like slow motion 4 drops.
Finally got a new computer after breaking his last computer and then just sprayed it with Miller Lite.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't think it's Miller Lite proof.
No. I didn't get the Apple Care, though.
You did?
I did not.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't think I need Apple Care, but can I get Miller Lite Care, please?
Yeah.
And they're like,
I have
get
60
out.
days to get it, so we'll see. I've gotten it before previously and like barely ever used it. So, Nick down the left field line, off the wall. All right, stayed in the park.
Okay.
That's a double. Oh, it's foul.
No.
That looked fair, sir.
By the way, let us know what you guys are eating. I know, JP, you're saying how you love fried noodles.
Damn. Ooh,
let us know what
noodles.
you're eating
Singapore street noodles
to watch the game.
are really good.
I need to
Most
figure out
people
how to
probably
do
aren't
this.
eating right now.
I mean, why not? Who watches?
It's
Every time I'm
4:30.
watching a game, I'm eating something.
I didn't have lunch.
You can be
Oh,
snacking, but you
man.
got like.
Oh, that just missed being a home run.
Not going to lie to you guys. Last night watching the game, I ate an entire bag of goldfish.
Yeah, like I had
in
last
one
night.
sitting.
What kind of goldfish, though?
Just the regular cheddar.
Rainbow?
Wait, regular cheddar.
Yeah, there's like extreme cheddar.
Yeah, there's
okay,
extreme
good.
cheddar
Just making
now.
sure it was not.
And they have
extreme
bigger
cheddar.
goldfish now, and there's pretzel goldfish.
I love the pretzel ones.
I saw
But I was
Old
just the regular
Bay
one.
goldfish.
Yeah, I think
I
I'm
don't
out
know
on
about that.
I think I'm out on that.
I don't know about. We should have had
Ooh.
some for the show. Try it out.
Last night, we went out for Skylar's birthday, and I had a turkey club. Only ate half of it. But then when I got home during the game, I had some. Damn, Nick goes from just missing a home run by 2 feet to a looking K. He's got the two
What's
buttons
better
done.
on egg roll? Duck sauce
Duck
or
sauce.
hot mustard?
I'm a duck sauce man.
I'm a neither.
You just go dry.
Yeah.
So what Nick Castellanos just did right there, that happens
Feeling judgment.
like routinely to people. So in my entire playing career, the furthest ball I ever hit, I pulled foul.
Are you putting yourself on the screen?
Oh, I guess I probably should, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey,
So people
look,
can see
there's
you,
me.
though, so it
We'll
doesn't
move me
look
around.
Totally weird.
So the furthest ball at any level I ever hit was I pulled foul down the right field line. It just absolutely tattooed it. Just was opened up early. It was a breaking ball. I got out in front of it. 2 pitches later, probably hit the ball about 6 feet and tapped out to the catcher. That's the kind of stuff that happens.
It's like last night when Turner
Right.
botches that ball, you go something bad's
going to happen. And then inversely, you get lucky and you start to walk back towards the dugout. You think you're going to get rung up on strike 3. Ump misses the call. You're getting on base. That's just genuinely how this stuff happens. Baseball's the dumbest great sport in the world.
Yes, it is.
Come on, Whitley. Whitley.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Whit do a little something. What was Rojas's exit velocity on the game winner? It was like 101 miles an hour last night, I think. I think it's his
I
first
feel like
over.
106 is what I remember seeing.
I think it's his first north of 99 mile an hour exit velocity on the year.
106 is my final answer.
Jamie, I got to go on Baseball Savant again. Come on, man.
I think I saw 101.6.
I remember a 6 in there. If there's
Did
not
I catch a
six,
niner in there? Yeah, a lot of people go to school for 7 years. Yeah, they're called doctors.
No, I don't know.
You know what's funny, too?
Tyler,
I
do
don't
you know that one?
know.
Did I catch a niner in there? A lot of people go to school for 7 years. Yeah, they're called doctors.
Nah, you got me.
Tommy Boy. You
So-
you
See, I was not.
youngins.
You always do Tommy Boy, and I wasn't a big
I haven't
Tommy
done
Boy
Tommy-
fan.
Oh, that's crazy.
You've done a
dude.
few Tommy Boy quotes.
I'm more Billy Madison.
I know.
So the exit velocity, you know what's funny too, actually, it wasn't the ball that Johan Rojas hit out was not the hardest hit ball he hit yesterday.
No?
So
Here you go, Whit. A little
he-
slapper to right field.
grounded out earlier in the game and hit the ball at 104.3. The one that he hit out was 101.9.
What was
Dang
the
it, where the heck did I get 6 from?
what was the expected batting average on the 104 ball?
The ground ball?
Yeah.
170. It was right at somebody.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that happened to I think it was Brandon Marsh. Yeah, it was Brandon Marsh when he hit into the double play.
Is that Kevin Gregg's new baby they're showing on the TV there?
Oh,
If that's
Jack
Kevin
Robinson. Yeah, the same
It's gotta
spelling of
be.
the last name.
Jack Robinson Gregg. What an
Wow.
awesome name. Kevin Gregg, for those watching along, is Phillies director of PR.
Great guy.
Son of the late, great Kevin Gregg, or Eric Gregg, MLB umpire. And Kevin's a great dude. So congratulations
Wow.
to him and his family for having the newest member. That's awesome.
More babies.
This
around the
Phillies team, man, they're just
There's a
pumping
lot
out
of
babies. Players, PR
Jack
staff.
Robinson.
Jack
What a
Robinson
great
Gregg.
name.
That is strong.
That's a strong sports baseball name right there.
Congratulations to
Yes,
the Greggs.
huge congrats to the Greggs on that. I feel like I need a snack. I should have brought some chocolate.
You need there's gummy bears and Tootsie Roll Pops.
Oh, we have so much candy
Yeah,
now.
Vince loaded up the candy. I feel like I've got.
This is a children's play area at this point. This is what
I
we've
do have
become.
Reese's over there.
7-year-olds eating candy.
I feel like I've gained 2 cavities since I started working
Yeah,
here.
you guys are really bad actually. I'm not a big candy person
Those
like that.
gummy nerd
I'm a
custards.
dessert. I like sweet stuff that are more like dessert-esque, not candy.
What's your go-to cookie? Because I was gonna say during the game last night I had the what is it? The Toll House Chessman cookies, like the butter shortbread cookies.
Those are really good.
Ooh.
I love cookies. I love brownies. I love cupcakes.
It's the most passionate I've ever heard you.
I love cake.
I love
that.
cookies.
So my
What's your
dad
go-to
used to
cookie?
work for Entenmann's, and so he'd always bring home some baked goods.
They used to have that coffee crumb cake.
Oh, die
my
for
God.
the devil's food cake, which is just all the layers of chocolate.
And
I'm more
their
of a cake-
chocolate frosted donuts, like
me.
6-pack.
Oh, amazing!
Oh my God.
That's the thing. Like I'm not.
Oh my God.
So my go-to cookie's simple. I just like chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
Super simple.
Yeah, I love chocolate.
Or
chip.
like a double fudge.
What kind of chocolate chip cookies?
Chips Ahoy chocolate chip. The
Okay.
blue bag.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
blue container.
Mhm, the OGs.
Hits. Oh, I have that like every day.
I'm a big mint Milano man.
So full
sometimes,
disclosure,
too.
you know how Pavlov trained dogs to
Yes,
like
The
salivate.
whistle.
That I've done that to myself with milk and dessert. That after I eat, I like need just some sort of dessert and milk. It's really not a great habit, and at one point, it's gonna catch up to me in life. So when I eat like food, like a meal, like my body wants like chocolate next, and then like milk. So I set myself up.
Mm-hmm.
No, spilling. I'm just convinced I conditioned myself.
Not as spicy as I would have thought there.
It looks like it's spicy.
It's Szechuan noodles. I thought they would be spicier.
Maybe need to warm it up.
Tyler, go-to cookie.
It's a good
Store-bought.
question. Store bought. I'm not a big. You guys
on,
know me.
man.
I'm not a big sweets guy. I don't do sweets. But I guess. So
You gotta have a cookie.
All right. So are you taking like
Vanilla
Girl,
wafers
you
are
taking
slept
Girl
on?
Scout cookies out of the equation?
Oh, they can
No,
absolutely
they're on
be
the
considered.
table.
Because Girl Scout
They are
cookies
seasonal.
Oh my God, I love
are
Girl Scout
probably
cookies.
on
Which
like.
one?
I like the.
And
Are they-
down goes Sosa.
Are they still Samoas? They
Come
were
on, Sosa.
Samoas. I don't know if they're changed the name.
I think they did.
I think they did, but those I loved.
Yeah. I'm a big lemonade. The shortbread.
Really?
Oh my
I'm
God.
spelling over
So
here.
I'm not. So the one. Maybe I shouldn't say I'm not a sweets guy. I don't like chocolate all that much. I like dark chocolate. I don't like milk chocolate. And most things when they're like candies and stuff are mostly made with milk chocolate as opposed to dark chocolate. So I'm not a huge sweets guy. But I guess the Girl Scout cookies are elite, and like the Chewy Chips Ahoy, can't beat it.
Chewy chips.
Mine says it looks like you're teleporting, and now I feel like you look like you're on the Jetsons.
Dave
giving
P says
Jetsons
Haribo
vibes.
gummies
On
only
the
for
Jetsons.
me.
Yeah, it feels like you're flying
Haribo
around.
gummies are great. That's what we have out there.
Haribo,
But have you had the
da-da-da-da.
Black Forest gummies?
No.
Ooh, those are good.
I like Haribo gummies.
Gummies are my if I have one candy, it's gummy something.
Okay, I love gummies.
What kind of gummies?
I knew you were going to say that. But for me, it's Swedish Fish, and it's the soft lifesavers. The ones you used to get at the movie theater. Ooh, so
Okay.
good. I mean, I do really like candy a lot. I shouldn't say I don't. But
Yeah,
there's
they're
some,
easily-
yeah, it's not something I prefer. If I had to choose,
Oh, I'm gonna leave here with several stains today. I know that.
there's paper towels for
One
you.
just flicked on my shirt. I probably have a mystery stain somewhere.
You don't have to use a bib.
Hope you guys like me eating.
You guys getting ready to do like Phillies ASMR here? Just Putting people
That
to
was so gross.
putting people to sleep.
I
I don't know if that was just because we were all quiet at the same time, but please do not move the
Jamie,
microphone.
if
while
you start getting
slurp
real
on
close to the
noodles.
microphone and telling people that like
The poor
Oh yeah,
people.
I gotta realize
everything's
I can push this away.
okay.
so
and-
close, and it was so quiet. Disgusting.
Oh, by the way, Jamie, your number on the strikeout, the over is looking pretty good. I mean, I think you might have been
What do you
almost
get,
able to
two
take
in the- two in the first?
both. Well, so Wheeler's got 3, and
That was a plus 195 over
San-
9.5.
Sandoval has 5.
Yeah, I guess now that you
Sosa,
mention it.
Castellanos, Bohm, Turner, and Schwarber have all struck out.
Wow.
Jeez.
All right, now
All right, here's a good
bases
tip.
loaded,
Bases
2
are
out. This
loaded.
is where baseball games are won. 2 out
It's
hits.
happening. This is the time. Who's up?
Poke a little
I just
single
missed you.
here. A manager visit already. This is good. This
I
is
was
good.
busy
Or probably
laughing to
pitching
miss
coach.
who-
Sorry,
who
not manager.
batted last.
All right, let me push the microphone away because I'm going to take a bite.
Yeah, please.
Let's go, Schwarber.
So Baseball Savant is behind, by the way, because according to this, I still have Pache at the plate,
Well,
who obviously walked.
I'm not gonna look on my phone. My phone is always ahead.
Yeah, you and your damn notifications.
It was spoiling the games yesterday so bad. I knew when goals were happening. I knew when the Sixers were coming back.
The Union lost, right?
Yeah, 3-2. Oh, it was a trash game.
Trash.
It was a trash game, just garbage. Really, really bad first half. You don't say things are trash?
No, I do. I'm a big trash bag juice guy
What?
What?
because there's
stop eating
the
that,
worst
dude.
part of
I
a
don't
trash
know.
bag is the juice that collects at the bottom.
Yeah, this is
Wait.
true. Yeah,
That's
this
the
is-
worst part of
You're
garbage.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's what makes it smell usually.
So it's trash bag juice.
Oh, so you say something is trash bag juice?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that's trash bag juice? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the worst part of the trash. Do you ever like take a garbage bag out and it catches something and it
Oh no,
rips a
I don't
hole,
like the trash bag juice.
and then like the juice drips on you? You gotta go
Ugh,
take a shower.
So
It's terrible,
awful.
especially if you're going out barefoot like I do. Did I ever tell you? Oh, I'm not gonna say this. You're eating.
I don't have a sensitive stomach.
Yeah, it was a story about me going out barefoot to the trash and stepping on a dead animal. Told you I didn't. I was gonna hold back. I still think about it from time to time.
Ew.
It was unsettling and
All
scarring.
right, never mind.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was gross. It was terrible.
It's not about the food. It's about that story. I don't know if I would even handle that.
It was.
without
It was
food.
terrible. It was terrible.
How did you not see it?
I was backing out of a door, like doing like a pivot swing, and I stepped backwards right into it. I think my dog or cat at the time had brought it as a.
They do that. They like to bring you gifts with that animal.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened.
That's just lovely. There's my
Mhm.
dessert.
Yep. How's your food?
No, just great on that note. My Chinese food's that much
All
better
right,
now.
Schwarber. A little 2-2 count here. Or no, full count. Sorry, that was ball
95
3.
mile per hour sinker.
Aha. Schwarber, full count, bases juice, 2 outs.
You're gonna have to give him something to hit.
Yeah.
Woo, that was good.
Come on. Give him a cookie.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know how you guys feel in this situation. I would not throw him a fastball.
Ooh, right up the middle. Yeah, gets by.
Go, 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 go. Woo!
All right, nice at bat, Schwarber.
Whoever
2-0
does it,
Phils. All right. That's a beautiful piece of hitting right there. Ball 3, I don't have the balls to take that pitch. Sandoval only missed by like, a little bit. It was close.
Finally, we
And
got
And
some scoring.
defensively, they had him played right. The shortstop is right over the second base bag.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing. They're just
And he
hover.
just kind of jammed himself and missed it. Woo-hoo, that was nice. Old Schwingles. What are you giggling at?
First of all, thank you, Kyle, for finally scoring. Second of all, I found a lid over here. Somehow your lid was over here with my stuff. And
I put my lid on top of my trash.
Oh, okay. So our lids got switched. I have your lid now.
Oh.
But then I was laughing because Jamie always
don't
puts
plan
his
on
stuff
taking
on the edge.
leftovers. Oh yeah, that one's literally hanging off.
You can see it on the screen a little bit. It's just hanging off the edge of the table.
Yeah, I live life dangerously, Renee. What can I say?
Not okay.
108.4 off the bat.
Woo! Yeah,
Wow.
that's probably why the shortstop had a tough time with that one.
Man. Left fielder Kyle.
All right, Trey, keep it going. Trey likes low pitches. His Achilles heel is going after low balls.
Yeah. Wow.
Which, quite frankly, I don't hate.
No, I don't hate it either.
In terms of,
if you're going to have a weak spot.
if I'm picking my poison here, like no one ever, I will shout this to the rooftops because, and I really am old man yells at clouds with this stuff. No one ever should be, their weak point is chasing high fastballs.
No.
Because I promise you, unless you're Barry Bonds, you're not catching up to it.
Who's the Philly?
Oh, come on. Keep it going.
Somebody just popped in my mind, and then I lost it, of chasing high fastballs all the time. It'll come back to me.
Go.
Oh,
Go. Okay.
Rob is in love with this stop and steal play tonight with a man on first and third. Luckily, that time, who was it? Cincy? Was that Stevenson that pulled the play out where he ended Turner's streak there?
Oh, yeah.
Same play call again. Pretty much a guarantee the Phillies are going to do it with first and third and 2 outs.
And the funny thing is, it's a little league play. I mean,
Yeah.
you start running that as soon as you can steal.
Oof. Trey just missed that one.
And it's like gotten back into Major League Baseball somehow.
Yeah.
All right.
One thing I like about Trey Turner, the man doesn't leave the box. He barely moves his feet. He just stands in there and is like, let's go. Pitch the baseball, you coward. And there's the pop-up. Ends the inning. All right, Schwarber.
Oh.
All right, Schwarbs. Got us 2. And look, when you give Zack Wheeler 2 runs, I don't want to have any takes that are going to get jinxed and old takes exposed
Please don't
here.
go jinxing us.
But, giving Zack Wheeler 2 runs is
I'm going to use the words you just said. Do it, you coward.
Well, another game.
I mean, it's usually you're usually in good hands.
Another game where the Phillies score first. That's number in this entire road trip
Are you
now.
mathing over there?
Huh?
You're doing some math over there?
Yeah, the math is math, and I'm crunching some numbers.
All right, I'm going to push my microphone away as I ram some noodles in my mouth.
So they have scored first now in all of their road games. This makes game number 10 of 10. And they've scored, And they've scored at least a run in now 3 of the second innings of those 10 games. So continuing some road game streakiness, some great streak numbers. Oh, man. Now I'm full. That was delicious. Good choice, Jamie.
Told you.
It's solid. I'll give you that.
And now that the weather's nice, I'm going to start walking up to Reading Terminal Market all the time.
Yeah.
God, I miss the city food so much. I don't know what. I was having this conversation with Anthony the other day. Like, I live exactly 0.7 miles outside the city limits. And food just falls off a cliff.
I know. It's crazy.
It's really weird.
It's crazy how much more food options you have in the city. Like
And
every
just
block,
better.
you just can walk and it's just block by block.
Better.
Food and there's variety. But in the suburbs, it's more
sucks.
of like the pasta spots and the pizza spot. Like Italian, pizza and pasta spots are easy to find.
Took us a while to find a pizza place.
Really?
I mean, I don't want to say they're all bad. Some of them are okay.
Well, that's the other thing. They're just not even
But it's
as
like
good.
you can't find that the one that you fall in love with.
I feel like, is it the food is healthier? You have more chains, more like family-friendly franchises out there. Whereas here you have those like hole-in-the-wall spots where you can get somebody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pepperoni pizza for Jamie Lynch.
Oh, the pepperoni and Mike's Hot Honey. What's your go-to frozen pizza?
Wait, what?
A pepperoni pizza with
With
Mike's
Hot Honey on it.
drizzle?
I don't even like pepperoni all that much, and it's delicious.
Wait,
Yes.
what is that? It's honey? Hot
Mike's
honey?
Hot Honey.
Where do you get this?
Renee.
Any store in
James.
America.
Renee.
Jamie.
I forget your middle name. I think it starts with a K.
Not again, James
Starts with a P.
Edward.
P. Patricia.
Would be
No.
why.
Okay.
How many times have we done
always
this?
do this though, and you always guess Patricia first, and then I say you're close, and then you go to like Patrick or like Paula.
I think at one time he might have said Paul.
Paul Walker. Mike's Hot Honey. Yeah, get it.
Wow.
Because my pizza hack, I'm a nostalgic at home, like make pizza, like frozen pizza.
Yeah.
I'm an Elio's man.
Elios.
Elio's.
Elios.
It's one of those things that I don't know. 'Cause
It's Elio's.
I say Elios. But
What?
either way, it's bomb. Have you had their Supreme with the
What is
sausage,
like me?
pepper,
No, I just go plain.
and pepperoni? It's really good.
So I go
Solid.
oregano, crushed red
Highly
pepper,
recommend.
Mike's Hot Honey drizzle. It is nostalgically great.
Sean is saying in the chat, he's all about that Mike's Hot Honey also.
Yeah, Mike's Hot Honey. F's.
Man, I don't.
You got to get
I
yourself
love
some.
pizza,
And you know
I
this,
didn't know.
my new food hack that it's not really that deep. But with if you like fried eggs, there's this Asian chili paste you can buy. David Chang, the celebrity chef.
Okay.
Momofuku sells it. It's like a chili crisp. I drop some in a saute pan, and then I fry my egg over that, and it crisps the bottom of the egg, and it's like perfectly hot and a little bit sweet.
Wow.
It is an absolute egg game changer. So while we're on the subject of food,
excellent. Sorry.
it is.
I had to. It's like yesterday when everybody was sitting on everything with bees in it after the debacle with the bees at the game.
That was pretty wild, the beekeeper. And you see
Yeah.
Christian Walker, Norristown's finest, after the game said he just bought a farm and he has been researching how to not harvest bees, but like control them in a way. I guess to keep them away from some of his animals or whatever. And
Yeah.
he said he spent hours watching YouTube videos on like bee control and harvesting recently. So he was like, it was really cool to sit there and watch him work.
Oh my god!
And then
that
he
is
hit the walk-off last night for the Diamondbacks. I was like, that's
he was
pretty cool.
inspired.
Yeah, he was inspired by the beekeeper. It was really cool. They brought him out to throw first pitch.
That was really cool. I love how. Also,
came
did
out
you
with
see
the-
him
with the-
waving at everybody as he was like slowly going,
It was pretty
like
awesome.
lowering down off the thing? Like he embraced the fans so well and really like that became an awesome feel good type of a story. And he was at I think he was at his son's little league game or something when he got the call to come in and help.
That's
Like
pretty cool.
he was somewhere with his children.
Well, his company got like an invaluable amount of marketing and PR last night from that. So good work by him.
Well done. Get that man.
And Jordan Montgomery, I guess, because it was a 2-hour delay, they ended up scratching, and they went with the bullpen game, and then Jordan Montgomery's starting today now for the Diamondbacks. But it ended up working out because they got the win.
Yeah.
I think at some point in this game, I'll probably hop on Bet Parks. Maybe consensus-wise, in between innings, we come up with like a half-inning play and make a little wager. We'll spice up this watch along.
Ooh, we're spicing it up a bit, Jamie.
Yeah, I think
That's fine.
I think we'll have to do that. Hop on a little live wagering.
Yeah, I know. Also, Jay was saying we could spice things up a bit and taking a shot every time a run is scored.
Well, if the Phillies are putting up 8 or 9 runs today, I'm going to be calling an Uber home.
Yeah, I think maybe we could just go with a nice cheers with a chug.
Man, getting a new computer is awesome, but like forgetting all your passwords and all the settings that you had
That's the
set
annoying
is such
part.
a pain in the ass.
So phones used to be that way, but then when I got a new phone, you actually can scan it and it just transfers. Oh no!
That's gone.
Oh,
So-
fudgesicle!
See, this is why I didn't want to say anything about Zack Wheeler, but you guys forced me to. All right, 2-1 Phils. That stadium
Dang
is
it.
so empty,
Adrian,
man.
I noticed that yesterday, and I thought maybe it was just because it was late, but I'm like, no, they're on West Coast time. It's early still.
It's a 1 o'clock.
It's
This is a
been-
business person special out west.
Correct.
These California
A
hippies
nice
aren't
midweek 1 o'clock start time for them. They should be enjoying this, but they're not. It's definitely been empty. Son of a gun. Yeah, so with your phone, you now can transfer it over and it updates immediately to like exactly how your old phone looked, but computers aren't there yet. So Good luck with that fun time.
For the most part, like a lot of it is pretty good, but like
yeah.
just like my timeout screen display.
Yeah.
You know, like little stuff like that. It's just like,
Yeah.
I gotta do that again. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Come on, Kyle.
Oh, Schwarber, look at quick
Oh,
Schwarber.
look at the wheels. Oh, wow. Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber clearly
he's like,
hasn't-
I haven't had to do this shit in a
He
long
hasn't thrown a
time.
ball in a while because that was
It
he threw that
died.
thing straight north. That looked like a field goal kick.
He looked,
I mean, it was a
looks-
nice play to get to the ball.
yeah.
The throw was, not stellar.
You think Brandon gets there before
To
the
catch it?
bounce? Yeah.
He's
He's a little faster than Kyle.
probably a pretty close play. I think he does get it.
I think he makes a diving catching. I don't know if he holds the catch, but I think he at least can get to the spot that the ball hit. Kyle was trucking along a little bit. He's faster, but he's still no, Usain Bolt out here.
No.
Are you fast, Jamie?
Slow starter, but could be fast once I got moving.
Okay.
So it wasn't good out of the gate.
I get that. I could see that.
I imagine you were fairly quick.
I was, but I did also have a slower first start. But I
Yeah.
was, I was always the fastest on every team and in my school.
Mm-hmm. I hate running.
See, that's one thing that I wish I could do more of. And I always say I'm going to start running again, but the way these knees are, I'm out here like Mike Trout.
Oh man, my knees.
I'm telling you guys, if I am not on a field and you see me running,
All right.
you better start running because something's chasing me.
But there's something nice about like when you get to run and the wind's just like flying against you, especially if you have music going. It just
the runner high
therapeutic.
weirdo.
Love the runner high.
It doesn't exist. It's miserable. Existence is miserable when you're running just to run.
Tyler.
It is. Running sucks. Like,
Dang, Tyler.
like I will
Greg
run.
Murphy reports there was a little earthquake tremor at Angels Stadium.
Maybe that's why it's empty
A
there.
little 4.3 shot on the Richter.
Wow.
Do you
How
guys
about
believe
that?
California's going to fall off the country at some point?
I could see it.
Did you hear that? Have you heard that conspiracy theory?
Is it a conspiracy theory?
That's that's not really a conspiracy theory more as it is just how tectonic plates work.
Well, it's not. It's a conspiracy theory.
Didn't
I
The
feel like,
Rock
until
do
it
a movie
happens.
about this?
There's
The
been
San
movies.
Andreas Fault?
There's been movies about it.
Yes.
Isn't that about California falling into the ocean?
Well, it's about the fault line
Yeah.
and like massive earthquakes.
I never watched it, I got to tell you.
I
the only thing with
don't
The Rock
blame you.
I've seen is
What? I feel like you would love the Rock in movies.
Moana, the other guys.
If you've seen a rock movie, you've seen every
What's
rock
the plan
movie.
here? Aim for the bushes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if I've seen another Rock movie.
Like
I
if
didn't
Ro-
see The Tooth Fairy. I'll
If
tell
The
you that.
Rock's a main
Such a
character,
good
you've
movie.
seen every rock movie. He plays the Rock. He doesn't play the character, he plays the Rock.
Wait, you don't like him in movies either?
No, I don't think the Rock's a very good actor, no.
I really just thought you would be, because he's like a very
He's
goofy,
in Fast and Furious.
funny guy.
I like The Rock as a person.
I thought you would.
Can't say I've ever seen a Rock movie and been like, I need to see that.
Why? I'm not one that likes to like repeat movies.
Is
like
he your
that in
favorite
general.
actor? Are we coming at your throat here?
No. But he's someone that, like, if I see him in a movie, not as much recently, though, because he's gotten older and so his stuff's a little bit washed. But if I do see him in a movie, I'm, like, more likely to want to watch it. Because I think he plays some good roles. He can give you the funny guy. He can give you, like, the family guy. He can give you the macho, like, cop or whatever, or the Fast and Furious, where he was, like...
I'm telling you, those are like the four sides of the Rock. The Rock is just playing the Rock.
Jungle Cruise, DP is saying, was good. Yeah, I liked him in some, like...
Was that Kevin Hart?
Excuse me. That was the one with...
No, Kevin Hart's not in that. That's the Disney
Jumanji
adaptation.
Jumanji.
Jungle Cruise was...
It's with Emily Blunt.
Yes. But they were... And he's got a lot of those types of movies, like mythological types of...
Well, that's an adaptation off of a ride at Disney World.
Or was the ride
Emily
off of
Blunt,
Jungle
what up?
Cruise?
No, the ride's 75 years old. So,
Dang, Tyler.
no.
Ooh.
Bryce just golf
oh,
swung a
man.
pop out.
Bryce, come on.
Who's
My
Emily
team
Blunt married
needs
to?
you.
Is that Jim? from
John
The Office?
Krasinski. Yeah.
I like Emily Blunt.
I like John Krasinski. He's a diehard Red Sox guy.
Yes, he
He's
is.
a Boston
guy.
asshole.
Todd Lucky had tweeted out earlier, this is random, so sorry, but I was reading this, that Rob had told Kyle and Trey the plan a few days ago.
Bloop in there, boom.
For
Boom gets another blooper.
Woo!
Another single for Boom.
Apparently, it was discussed a few days ago that he was going to DH Turner and play Schwarber in left field. He wanted to get Turner off his feet. He's also saying that Nick might be DHing a game soon, too. Both have played every inning of every game in the field, which is 277 innings.
Who plays right? I mean, I guess Pache? Question mark?
Yeah, it would probably be Pache, I would think.
You don't have a lot of options there. It's got to be Pache, right?
I think so. That's about it.
I don't think you want to.
I know Witt's Mr. Utility Man, but I don't think he's right.
I don't think he's played right.
He's not right field.
I also don't think he has a strong enough arm to play right field. But then again, Nick Castellanos is the weakest arm in the outfield, and he's your everyday right fielder.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but when you think about it, Trey and Nick have played a lot of innings. So good to be able to get them a break. Look at Alec. Man. Yes, Trevor, Rice, and Dave. Alec Boehm's keeping the streak alive.
Is that 13? What is it now?
Now
I think
14.
15. I think 14 was last night, and I think it's 15
I
today.
thought it was 13 last night. I wrote it down.
Did
trying
you?
to keep up. Trying to keep up. This streak is. He's got the longest streak in Major League Baseball.
Is it 15? Because I'm
Like
going to tweet
active.
something. I don't want to look stupid, guys.
Oh no! Wait, don't tweet it yet.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Don't do it.
So the other night I meant to say the Phillies take game 1
Oh no!
in LA.
Okay, so yes,
Again,
it was last night was game number 14.
So
This
it's
is
15.
game number 15.
I said Phillies take game 1 from LA, and I meant to say, or whatever it was, and somebody was like, "It's actually Anaheim," and I was like, "All right, man, they're the Los Angeles
Angels. Nobody calls them. They're not the Anaheim Angels. I don't
You
like when
know
people
what I
do
meant.
that. I don't
Yeah.
like when people do
It's
that.
in
Though.
Anaheim." I was like, "Thank you."
Mm.
Guys
The
are
Los
also-
Angeles Angels of Anaheim, of California, of
Right,
the United
like,
States,
come
of North
on.
America, of Earth.
Yeah,
of
like, what is
how
that?
far do you want to take
Well,
this thing out?
How about these teams stop being? Why don't you be the Anaheim Angels? How about these teams stop being?
They were, and then they realized they sucked.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You guys, we see so many times teams have a city and they're not actually even playing in that city.
Yeah.
So
Do you remember when they had
that's why I say
Ohtani?
that. Remember when they had Ohtani? Remember when they had Mike Trout and Ohtani, and now one's gone and one's hurt again?
Yeah, and it's a shame because Trout was having a hell of a year.
Remember when they didn't win a single playoff series with those two?
Mike Trout has won one playoff game in his career, right? I think he.
Yeah,
Playoff
I'm pretty sure they
game?
each won
Yes,
one.
I
Maybe
think
a
they were in a
playoff
3-game
game.
series, and I think they won one game, or maybe it was just a play-in game that he was in. It's either he's won one game or played in one game in the playoffs.
Because I think they each got one.
I think he faced the Astros.
I thought Shohei had one also. Dang it, Jay Tizzle. Yep, I said it.
Jay Tizzle.
No, the only postseason appearance that Mike Trout ever made was
So-
in 2014.
So it was one game.
He went 1 for 12 in
so it was
3-game series.
Okay. So did they get a win?
No, they only played 3 games.
Okay.
So Alec Boehm still has the active hitting streak, the lead for the active hitting streak across the league. Ozzie Albies is behind him. Adley Rutschman, Freddie Freeman.
Not a top 5 second baseman, though, right? According to MLB.
No.
Actually, I think they might have left him off the top 10.
They did. Because I think Jason Stark did a piece where he
Yeah, it
asked
was
other
nuts.
Braves about it,
That's silly.
and people were like pissed. Yeah, it was extremely silly.
When you've got fans of other teams being like, yeah, okay, that's
That's
Your
how you
rival
know.
up here in Philly, we're
pretty
like, what are you
dumb.
guys doing?
Yeah, like, you messed up.
Like we're not ever saying something positive about the Braves, but you can call out when you mess up that bad.
Like, I would expect Braves fans to, if Zack Wheeler got left off a top 10 starting pitcher list, be like, okay, guys, what are we doing here?
Right.
Why is Zack Wheeler not on this list?
Well, Pitching Ninja just did a Wheeler 94-mile-an-hour fastball, 85-mile-an-hour sweeper overlay. It's literally the exact same motion, the exact same arm slot, the exact same ball trajectory until about halfway to the plate. The Pitching Ninja overlays are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not following the Pitching
at
Ninja
that
out
shot.
there, you should. It's a good follow.
Yeah, Pitching Ninja's always. I feel like he's like all into the Phillies pitchers and does a really good job every game of pumping out some.
So because you guys talked about this earlier, I've got something really cool for you. Guess who is getting their own Topps baseball card?
The Fanatic.
Matt Hilton.
What?
A.K.A. Arizona Diamondbacks Bees guy.
Really?
Yes. He is getting. Topps said just in, we signed a deal with Matt Hilton. Quote,
they are
the bee specialist from last night's game, and we're making autograph cards from his all-time performance.
Wow, all-time performance. Oh, Nick.
That comes from Topps. And his card says, be afraid, shots. Be very afraid.
B-E.
That's fantastic.
That's really good.
Talk about capitalizing on the moment. That's marketing done right there.
Now,
Genius.
I know cards are back in a huge way and all. Is that something that could be worth something? If they only make like 150 of them?
I doubt it. But, I mean, you don't know.
More, I feel like it's just the cool factor.
It's a novelty card more than anything else.
Oh, there you are, Tyler. You're over my shoulder. There you are. I saw you on the screen.
Are you watching a delayed stream?
Well, our stream is delayed.
Oh, you got it on your laptop. Okay, that makes more sense.
I was trying to see the comments of our friends. And thank you to all of our friends that are hanging with us for this watch along. Dave P, Trevor Rice, Barbara. What's up, Barbara? You caught us. We're here. WYRM139. We've got Jay. What's up? WC13 5215. Okay. Provolone John. We got the food going. We got the Miller Lights flowing. We're talking bees in the trap. Bees. Do you know that song?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to.
I can't.
I don't know who did it.
I was trying to sing. I was going to rap the song, but I don't feel like censoring myself, and it doesn't sound the same non-censored. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Nicki Minaj.
Does she date somebody famous?
Right now, she's got. Yeah, she was. But they're not like. They're like sketchy famous people.
Sketchy famous?
Yeah. Like those people that are slime balls, and like the one guy was caught up in some sex offender stuff.
Really?
It's a little messy. Yeah. It's not like good celebrities. You know what I mean? It's like reality TV types. That's how I should compare them. No offense to Nicki Minaj's choices in men and the father of her child. But you ask, so.
Well, I don't think Nicki Minaj is going to be tuning into our.
Maybe she is.
PHLY
maybe
Phillies
she heard
Watch
my
Along.
righty read the other day and how I embraced my inner Nicki Minaj. And she was like, I got to check out PHLY Phillies podcast, you know?
Just really
she's one of these people here.
Into her, you know?
Yeah, she's one of the people. There's a good amount of people here, and one of them is Nikki. What's up, Nikki?
Yeah.
What's up, Barbie? All right. Let's go, Zach.
All right, bottom three. Let's mow them down.
So far, this game's
it's moving
crawling
okay.
along. Oh,
is it an hour already?
It's 5:10.
Yeah, we're looking at a 3-hour game today.
This is gonna be. We're
damn it.
Bottom of the third, and it's already 5:10. That's.
I told my girls I'd be home for bedtime. Come on, Zach. Let's pick it up here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Maybe it still can be a nice open game. 8-1 sounded like a great prediction, or even a 6-2. But let's get this thing going. Zach's already at 33 strikes, 18 balls, and a total of 51 pitches. Knock him down, Zachary. Knock him down. Oh, Nikki did date Meek Mill at one point. That's right. I don't even count that.
You don't count that?
Well, I mean, I forget about that. That definitely counted.
Meek might be watching. You know, maybe he's a big Phillies guy.
I love Meek. And I love Nikki. Just I didn't, not together. Yeah.
I'm sure they were devastated to find out.
They were so sad, clearly, that I didn't
approve Renee didn't approve.
Lisa's also in the house.
Hello, Lisa.
Lisa's saying how her 12-year-old's big into baseball cards. There's some new cards for your 12-year-old to check out.
Nice. I got my, actually, Vince here that works with us got Skylar a JT Real Muto
There's
card.
your guy, JT.
Ranger.
Look.
Always supporting his guys.
You. Look at him.
Look at the vibes from Ranger.
Putting his hands through the head of the lettuce. Look Look at your guy, Ranger.
So,
ERA, MLB leader.
Wow, Cutter Crawford is second in Major League Baseball.
Yes,
with
he is.
1.35. Spencer Turnbull. By the way, Spencer Turnbull, Corey Seidman had a piece on NBC Sports Philly that said the Phillies are still mulling it over.
Yes,
And
I was actually just reading that.
And they might not really go to a sixth man, but like possibly alternate starts or kind of handcuff them with Taiwan type of thing. And like, it's like a 2-starter game type of.
So they're
like mulling it over and thinking about it.
I am very, very against the handcuff piggyback type start in the regular season because I think it shortchanges you. Now, granted, if you feel comfortable that this rotation can do what it's going to do for the entirety of the season, then you're not going to need to worry about having a long man. But I think if you are going to piggyback 2 starters together, especially whether it be, Turnbull and Sanchez or Turnbull and Walker, whomever it might be, you are shortchanging your bullpen for the next game. And I know that certain times you're looking at, we need to win this game. And that's why down the stretch, it's not a problem. Come playoff time, it's definitely not a problem because you're trying to get to the most important out is the next one. The most important 27 outs are the ones that you're facing right now. So when it comes to be late August, September into October playoff baseball,
you gotta drop it.
No, I think that's when you do pick it up.
That's when you do it.
So, but to me, you're shortchanging yourself over 162 games if you're going to take 2 starting pitchers and piggyback them together, knowing that there's a possibility that sometime in the next 4 starts, let's say you do that and Nola gets lit up. Who's eating innings for you? Because you have to get to tomorrow because it's too long of a season.
Yeah. So Rob was speaking this morning about it. And I know Todd Lucky put out a piece as well. As you mentioned, there's been a couple quotes that came out of that are interesting. So piggybacking is possibly the answer that Rob is talking about. He's saying it's something that's still considered, but it does make some sense with the idea that both pitchers would have to pitch on the same day. One would pitch 4 or 5 innings, and then even if they're pitching well, though, they have to come out because the next guy's got to come in. So even if they're at 5 innings, 50 pitches, and they're pitching well, they still have to come out for the other guy to be able to pitch. But ultimately, he's saying, he's still not sure. But the games, the games are, mentally and emotionally are also, I should say, what's important as well. Not only for the sake of the rotation, but for the sake of mentally and emotionally not having anybody dealing with the challenges and hurdles of what piggybacking can bring. But I think it's a really tough decision. And although piggybacking's not the easiest of an option, when you look at how well Spencer Turnbull has been pitching so far.
He's got the 3rd best ERA
I was going
in
to say,
baseball.
to have a 1.6 ERA and cross to 6 starts, 9th lowest ERA out of 82 qualified pitchers, top in the league overall, and has been really steady, even last night. I mean, we didn't even talk about Spencer Turnbull in our pregame show, but Spencer's been looking really good, and it's hard to now pull him because on the other side, you can't do a 6-man rotation with the May schedule. And that's something that Rob was also mentioning. Like, it doesn't work with the May schedule. It's going to mess up with the off days and everything. It's for guys, essentially, you're at the top of the rotation, the Zach, Aaron, Ranger. You don't want to screw it up for them either. You want to try to find that happy middle ground. So I actually feel like piggybacking, because here's the option. It's moving Spencer to the bullpen, piggybacking, 6-man rotation, or what? Or, of course, like, technically it could be that Taiwan's move to the
it's probably
bullpen.
it.
But, like, realistic, you can't move Taiwan because he just came back. You got to give him time. You can't do a 6-man rotation because of the May schedule. But that's not to say that maybe in, like, June they don't go to a 6-man rotation or something. But then piggybacking, I feel like, although we don't like it, could be one of the better options of all the above.
I think
it's not an easy choice.
It's probably not an easy option because of how well Turnbull is pitching, and I think because of the monetary aspect of Taiwan Walker. So to me, if you are planning on stretching these guys out as far as you can, and I understand that Turnbull has an innings cap. I don't know exactly.
That's the other issue.
I don't know exactly what the number is, but there has to be an internal innings cap if they continue to say he's only thrown 50+ innings, once in the last 5 years, and he's not stretched out the way that he was, his first 2 years in the big leagues. So I totally understand that there's an innings cap somewhere with Spencer Turnbull, whatever that number might be internally. But if you are effectively saying you two are going to pitch together and you're going to throw 4 apiece or 3 apiece or whatever the case might be, and that's just a hard and fast rule, at some point you're going to have to go, wow, Turnbull's pitching really well into the 4th.
Yeah.
Right.
Leave him in there. And I'm not saying for him to pitch 8, but if the number is 4, it can't just be a hard, fast 4.
But that's what he's saying. That's what Rob was saying this morning, that essentially if you're going to piggyback this, you have to have that hard cut of, even if it's 5 innings, they're pitching well, you got to pull them so the other guy can get going.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's the part that worst of the options.
That's the part that's the worst about it, because it is you're literally splitting time. Like, splitting time is exactly as you mentioned, difficult, because what if someone's doing well or what if someone's not doing well? What if you're 2-3 innings in? Is it okay to reverse that? And now if someone's not doing well, you pull them quicker because you don't keep them in longer when they are doing well. It's like a weird caveat that just creates this whole level of
yeah, and I think
extra.
That if somebody's pitching poorly, Rob's going to pull them. Like, Rob Thompson's not going to sit there and let them get lit up and go, well, he's got.
That's what I mean. Like, if they're not pitching well, you pull them.
Innings.
But if they are pitching well, you still pull them. Like, that's the issue of it. Like, regardless, they're going to get pulled.
Does that say 69 pitches? Was that 70 already for Wheeler?
Yeah.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the thing. This
70 pitches in 3 innings. Yikes.
No bueno.
That's a big K right there to get 2 outs with a man in scoring position. So
he's at 70 and Sandoval's at 77.
Well, this game has been moving slowly. We're still in the
we're
third.
doing a watch along, so that means it's going to be a 6.5-hour game.
Oh, man.
We'll just start doing the post game in the top of the 14th.
Yeah, well, that's all. We'll roll right into that.
Put a man on third. Ghost runner on third, please. End this.
I know in the chat, Barb was asking about the 6-man rotation. That's something that has absolutely been brought up. But the Phillies have a number of days off in May. They have off tomorrow.
This month was brutal.
They have off the 9th. They have off May 20th and the 30th. So they actually have 4 days off throughout the course of May. And so because of the off days, I know Rob had mentioned earlier, I guess it was technically last week, but maybe earlier this week, that the off days don't work for the 6-man rotation. That's the other tricky part. Could you technically do a 6-man rotation starting in like June? Is that like, but I don't know what you do in May.
So I think the only conceivable option to me is like pick and choose when the 6-man rotation happens. So it doesn't have to be, okay, we're starting the 6-man rotation here, we're finishing the 6-man rotation here, and everything else we'll figure out later. I think that you can conceivably look at like a 3-week block of the schedule and say, this is a good opportunity to go 6-man 2 times through.
All right, looks like Wheeler gets out of it.
Don't go 2 times. The next 2 times through, you're going, your traditional 5, and you pick who you want it to be. You can pick and choose when you're going to stretch these guys out. Let's say you're playing 12 in a row. That's a decent opportunity to go 6-man rotation. Yeah. If you're playing like they have in May, when you have these off days built in, you don't want to let these guys sit around any longer, especially like we've talked about. Zack Wheeler's been pretty vocal about not wanting a 6-man rotation. So you can pick and choose when you're going to do it. And I think that you can start and stop it.
Yeah. They do have they do have a stretch in June. To be honest, that their schedule is 5 games here, 5 games there, because of course with the London series and everything, not a great. Yeah,
what stadium are they playing at again over there? Is it the Spurs?
It's West Ham, I think. Yeah, it's
right.
London Stadium.
Yeah.
Julia is going. Julia, our head of production here,
wow.
Her and her boyfriend Dwayne are going over.
Good for her.
That's gonna be a hell of a trip. That's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Dave P. or somebody in the chat, who was asking that? Wanted to know why Whit Merrifield isn't in the outfield. Yeah, Kyle Schwarber's playing left field. Sosa's playing short. Whit's playing second. Rob said 4 days ago, allegedly, that this was a scheduled outing for them. When a manager says that, I'm always like, there's no way to prove you wrong.
Correct.
I have to take you for your word. But part of me saw Trey boot that ball last night and went, let's just give him a day off defensively.
And they might have already had a tentative conversation about like at some time in the future we're going to be getting you some rest and put your DH. And then last night I was like, this is that time.
Oh, yeah, now's a good time for trying to get out of the field.
After having that abysmal play and blobble, 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 it's time.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes. That's the only way I could describe it.
You know, it's funny. I tweeted
wow,
jokingly.
It's so empty. I'm so sorry. Look at that.
I know.
That's wild.
I tweeted jokingly a couple weeks ago that like the Phillies need to almost like dizzy bat race Trey Turner. So the ball gets hit, he dizzy bat race, and then he figured because take the routine out of the routine plays.
That's so true.
And it's obviously incredibly facetious, but it's so strange to me to watch this guy range really, really well to his left. Up the middle, the spin throw, the range up the middle he's proven he can do it. To his right, he's adequate. I wouldn't say he's great at it. He's adequate enough ranging to his right, to make the play that way. Balls that are hit within like a 3-foot vicinity in either direction, I don't know if he has a mental lapse. I don't know if he's moving too quickly. I don't know if he's trying to make the play before the play is there.
He was never a great fielder, but it's gotten worse here.
He was not great in LA. He was not great in Washington. He's been downright poor for the bulk of his time as the Phillies shortstop defensively.
It is brutal to see.
Wow. So Zack Wheeler's 3 innings so far. 27 pitches, 22 pitches, 25 pitches. Can you recall the last time that happened?
Jeez.
No, he's laboring today.
Yeah. Get out of California.
Yeah.
It's no good there. It's actually gorgeous there.
It's Anaheim.
I know.
I don't know if California's specific enough.
Somebody in the chat earlier said the boys were all out partying after that win last night. That's why they got the day off. Huh? It's a long season. If they want to blow off some steam,
they do need to party at some point and turn up a little bit.
Especially with they've had one day off in the last
they literally
2.5 weeks.
It's been like 20. It's going to end up being like 27 games, 27 days. I think it's 26 games and 27 days is how it ends up shaking. Something ridiculous like that. So you do need some time off. Oh, a Minute Maid. Go ahead, girl. I love those Minute Maid lemonade frozen ices. So good. And when you get to the bottom, it's usually the sweetest part. So delicious.
Their last day off was Thursday, April 18th.
18th. Damn. So apparently there's a little bit of a glove gate going on from the fight in Milwaukee. I just caught up on our Discord channel. Apparently the glove from pitcher Vieira's glove was confiscated by the umps. And nobody really seems to know why.
What would they have? Like, why would they
maybe
have
a foreign substance? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's why
was
they
that
fought.
Caught in? I was gonna say, like, which happened
so
first?
at the end of the fight, the umpires confiscated the glove and took it. So I guess keep your eyes peeled on that story. I don't know.
That's wild.
The Discord is also wondering the same thing. Trizzolini in our Discord channel says, you guys picked a pretty shitty game to do a watch along.
This whole series
Wheeler sucks today. Well, yes, in that regard. But we thought it was going to be Zack Wheeler versus Mike Trout. And by the way, I had a tweet last night, and it wasn't like I wasn't trying to get like a pin. It wasn't like a take. Just Mike Trout and Joel Embiid are two absolute generational talents whose bodies are just failing them. And it's really kind of sad to watch. Mike Trout, I do not want him in Philly. Like, I know WIP is doing the Ask Out Trout campaign, and
oh my God,
they won't stop talking about it.
Then it goes
Jack, I'm looking at you. Stop it. To inherit that contract for a guy that can't play full seasons of baseball anymore is just silly. Like, you're gonna have to give up a ton. Money? You're gonna have to eat a ton of money. Like, he's hurt. How many years in a row is this now? I'm going to pull up his Baseball Reference and just look at games played. But it's like...
I mean, it depends. How much do you consider a full season? Like, how many games played do you need to...
Over 120.
So the last time that Mike Trout played...
I would even say 125.
So Mike Trout played 119 in 2022.
Okay.
The last time he played over 120 games, now you can obviously, much like everybody...
Is that a fair number?
Sure, I guess so. You can take out 2020 because much like everybody, he played 53 of 60 games in 2020. Okay. So that was a shortened season. But the last time he played over 120 games was 2019, where he played 134. He's played...
Read the games played just like in order.
So his first full season with the Angels was 2012. He played 139. And then this is his order: 157, 157, 159, 159, 114, 140, 134, 53 out of 60. And then after that, 36, 119, 82. And right now he's sitting at 29 games played.
Part. He was playing around 150 consistently.
Yeah, he played 150 or more.
Even when there was a light drop.
4 straight years, and then played 140 the year prior.
Right. Like the drop was going down to like 140. But to be less than 100 in the last few seasons on multiple seasons, his body is failing him. And I always wonder, like, sometimes the way that you're building into your body and growing into your body, like everything doesn't catch up. You know, like especially when you shoot up and you're tall. That's why a lot of tall people like myself have knee problems. When you have all this strong like upper body muscle, but maybe your legs aren't as strong, like your body needs to all be on the same page. It's like a rubber band. And so if one area has to overcompensate, it's pulling on the rest of your body, which is where you're more likely to have injuries. And it's a shame to see. I just hate to see like guys like that where, again, a game like game 1, you didn't see Mike Trout. He did slide. We saw him running around the base. Like we didn't see anything that was out of the usual. This is not a situation of he had like a funny step or whatever. Or obviously there's no contact.
He said he doesn't even know when he did it.
He doesn't even know when he did it. That's the craziest part. Like he's literally like, I have no idea. I felt funny after the 3rd inning, but then it went away. Like he sat down in the dugout. It kind of went away. And then it was post game that it was way worse. And he all of a sudden was in pain. You know, like that's maddening to hear. Joel Embiid with like his minor facial muscle paralysis.
The guy has Bell's
the migraines
palsy.
And right.
Like who? What?
How does that even happen?
So I just basically I bring it up to say as great as Mike Trout is when he plays baseball, you can spend resources and money more intelligently elsewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, do I want Mike Trout playing center field for the Phillies? Of course. But like the guy's breaking down,
2025, 2026, 27, 28, 29, 2030. In every single one of those seasons, Mike Trout's payroll cap hit. Well, I shouldn't say cap hit, but you get what I'm saying.
What is his AAV right now?
$37.1 million.
I thought it was close to 40, yeah.
Let me ask you this, because you have his numbers up, and I don't feel like pulling them up. How many games did he play this season of the
29?
29 of the Angels, because what's their record right now? Well, not counting the last 2 games.
They are 11 and 19. He's played all 30. So he's played 29 of 30 games.
So that's the other thing. And I know we don't love the whole load management mentality and whatever else, but like an injury such as a meniscus that randomly happens, don't get me wrong, comes from some extent of overuse. And Joel Embiid, I feel like that's part of his problem. Like, I know, again, this year he tried not to do the load management just like everybody else did, still ended up getting hurt, had to be out for a significant time. But some bodies, I feel like some athletes, they need to have a routine that involves consistent time for rest. They can't be overextended the same way that maybe somebody else can. It comes with age. It comes with the build of your body, the way that you play, whatever. But for him to play basically every game up until he got hurt, I'm not saying like that caused him to get hurt, but I wonder if he could have done, like, you need that time to recoup, do some like light PT exercises, take an ice bath and relax, like give your muscles time to recover.
I think the problem is in that particular regard, you're in a very fine line between playing too much or playing at a routine level. Because like I know you guys were talking about the Braves, playing their guys pretty consistently. That's been the case with Atlanta over the last couple of seasons. Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna, Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Michael Harris, Sean Murphy. These guys, and Orlando Arcia last year, and before that, Dansby Swanson. These guys are capable and able to play that many games, and so they're going to play that many games.
Right.
I don't think it's a detriment to play games at a level your body is capable of playing. It's a very fine line between those guys being able to do it, getting into the playoffs. Now, I don't know if that translates to lack of playoff success or just running into the Phillies multiple years and the Phillies having your number each of the last 2 seasons. But there is a fine line between, not playing enough and playing too much. And I think for the Braves specifically, they know that they can do it. So it's not a problem for them.
Right. But is it though? Because you look at the last 2 seasons and technically you're not fresh when you get to the playoffs.
Well,
so technically it is a problem.
No,
I know, Lisa, in the chat, you're mentioning how your body's been failing for years and
Same, Lisa,
one thing
same.
leads to another. I think the hard part is, and this is why I'm not a fan of, I mean, I understand, I should say, why fans get mad with like load management or going to a game and you don't see your favorite player. But I also understand the feeling of getting into the later part of the season and nobody's 100%. I get that. Like by the end of the season, nobody's at 100%. It becomes survival of the fittest. But it hits differently when you've reached that later part of the season. Like that type of tiredness and fatigue and heavy muscles and mentally being tired hits so differently. And I do wonder, it's a feeling of like being burnt out and like you're not as explosive, you're not as fresh, you're making mistakes at that point. And I do, when you talk about the Braves as an example, I do think they are a team that they've gotten to the playoffs. And I know it's been the bye that they've complained about that caused them issues. And that could be.
We got into this discussion on the Discord today.
So I don't think they're fresh.
The days off.
But the inverse can be said that like last year, if you look at the 2 teams that went to the World Series, I think catching 130 games a year is a lot of games for a catcher.
That's a lot.
Jonah Heim caught 131 games. Nathan Lowe played 161. Marcus Semien played every game last year. Corey Seager was hurt and still played 120. Josh Young played 122. Leody Tavares played 143. Adolis Garcia played 148. Their top utility guy played 122. And then you go to Arizona. Gabby Moreno caught 111, and he's on pace this year to catch almost 140. Christian Walker played 157. Ketel Marte played 150. Gerardo Perdomo played 144.
Are they pulling out of their slump, by the way, on another note?
It's going to take a while, I think. Their pitching's pretty ravaged by injury. But the point being is, and Corbin Carroll played 155. Lourdes Gurriel played 145. The point is, like, those 2 teams went to the World Series last year and relied heavily on their top 6, 7 players. It can be done, and it has been done. And I think that, that's why I'm saying it is a fine line between
and it is because
overextension and not playing enough.
Younger players, there's like the youth where you need the experience, and then there's the youth where you had the experience and you're like a Tyrese Maxey now. You've got the experience and you can just go. That's like the prime, to be honest. That's your prime, like fitness endurance era of the Tyrese Maxey part of your career. It's like, I'm not young, stupid, and making those dumb mistakes. I'm mature and know what I'm doing. And then there becomes like the next step where like Joel Embiid and Mike Trout are at now of I'm experienced, mature, but I got a lot of miles on the tank. And like every car that's got a lot of miles on the tank, like random things start happening. All of a sudden you have to get different, work done. It hits differently. And it's also like season to season with how quick of a turnaround that these guys have. They don't have much. It's not like you have 5-6 months off. Season ends and you're picking right back up. It like rolls over and now you're Mike Trout and you're at a point where you're hurt 30 games in because you've overextended and you're worn out. So it's a weird balance because everybody's different. There's no way to predict it and there's no way to even like work around it or prepare for it or manage it. You just have to like try to be as best you can of like how you're managing your body, how you're recovering, what you're eating, what your pregame, postgame, all those routines are. But it sucks, is what it means.
Schwarber goes down. What's Sandoval up to now? That's got to be at least 6, if not 7 Ks.
Let me pull up my stats.
The Phillies love doing this.
I would love this.
Like the obvious games, you should just like roll.
That is his 8th.
8 K for Patrick Sandoval?
No, actually, I lied. It's his 9th.
Yeah.
9 Ks for Patrick Sandoval.
So we thought it was going to be. Oh my God.
Wow. Phillies, I beg you, stop striking out so much. At least they're still winning.
So he's thrown 93 pitches, 9 Ks. Wheeler has had 88 pitches, and I lost where.
Yeah, I think this is probably going to be Wheeler's last inning.
I would
he's
think
heading into the bottom of the 5th at 88.
93?
88.
88, okay.
He's only got 5 Ks.
Yeah, I would think he's not going much past 100 today.
This has been it's.
You can call it what it is. This is a bad baseball game.
What?
What?
Yay, us.
At least
we avoided the rain and instead got crap
Spiral
baseball.
Oh, see you, Spiral Out. Thanks for checking in, bud.
Yeah, that's the thing. We had the longest time, the streak of every time we were doing a post-game show, it was raining. And now we do our watch along and it's a snooze fest. Or is this what you like to call, Tyler, your
No, this isn't a pitcher's duel. This is bad baseball.
Tyler you claim you like low-scoring games.
I do. I love pitcher's duels. I think they're great. They're so much fun to watch because you are interested in every single
like
pitch.
A guy that likes watching Iowa versus Nebraska in a 9-6 barn burner.
You know what?
Oh,
just because
terrible.
I watch Big Ten football doesn't mean I have a problem.
It's not about watching it. It's
I
about
have a
liking
problem,
it. Who
okay?
watches a 9-6 football game like that?
I
and
have
is like,
I have watched a 6-4 football game before. It has happened.
we don't like these games.
All right.
Yeah, this has been a bad.
I need some snacks.
There's some like when I talk about pitcher's duels, there
I think
is
I'm about to.
a difference between the way that these two have gone about it and just sweating things out today, like throwing a ton of pitches. I'm talking more about the Spencer Strider, Zack Wheeler duels where they're just matching each other, strikeout for strikeout. You know, you're just looking for the slightest advantage. Neither of these two guys have. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. Zack Wheeler does not have his best stuff today.
No, Sandoval does.
Sandoval might. This is just how good he can be.
I think they're having a hard time picking up his arm angle. It's like his breaking stuff, they're just not, especially the lefties. But righties have a huge slash line against them. So I'm surprised they're not hitting them a little bit better.
Yeah, they've got, so it's funny, they've got 10 swings and misses today. The Phillies offense does, and they have 9 strikeouts. Now, obviously, you're going to get caught looking a couple of times, but that's, taking advantage and throwing good pitches when you need to throw good pitches. He's thrown a lot of pitches, but he's been, he's kept them off balance.
Yeah, Patrick Sandoval in 118 plate appearances versus righties. They have a 324 average. Come on down, Phillies.
Called that not good.
Yeah, well, sometimes the Phillies are a good remedy for that. Come on, Harper.
Oh,
yeah, Chirzolini in our Discord says, I just can't believe how many lob over the plate curveballs they're letting get over today. And I think they're just having a hard time with his arm slot. I don't know. Because it does look like these are going to be inside and they're breaking right over the plate. What are you going to do? It's baseball. It's hard. Oh, Sandoval just did a little shimmy, a little ass shimmy on the mound. Yeah. Chill out with that, Sandoval. Like that one. That was a beautiful pitch. And Harper, you can't really argue on that. Was a beautiful pitch, man.
That's frustration.
I mean, argue away. Like, I don't give a shit, but
right.
Like that was a strike.
Like it's not you're not getting anywhere.
But
with
again,
this.
like lefty on lefty, it looks like it's like that thing broke across the plate and hit lower outside edge of the box. It's a beautiful pitch. What can you do? Patrick Sandoval, of course. What team do you think of when you think of Patrick Sandoval? Has he been
the Angels? I think it's the only team he's been on. Are you thinking of
reason,
Pablo Sandoval? You're thinking of Pablo Sandoval.
No,
Big Panda.
No, I know the Big Panda. I thought Patrick was on. No,
I don't think
he's
so.
He's only an Angel. For some reason, I was thinking.
I'm pretty
Giants,
sure it's the only team he's ever pitched for.
Which is, of course, Pablo Sandoval's team.
Yeah,
so maybe
he's only ever been an Angel. Had a really good 2022. I mean, he was 6-9, but he posted a 2.9 ERA.
I feel like he's been around for a while, but maybe not.
Yeah,
2027.
2019 was his first season.
Okay. From Mission Viejo, California.
For the record,
what did you just pull out there? What do you got?
my spring roll.
Oh.
I'm gonna go get some candy in between probably I'll wait after this next break. For the record, guys, I just want to take this opportunity to say La Flama Blanca is currently beating me.
Whoa, I am?
How about that?
Sweet fancy Moses.
And this is an upset right now. It's only Wednesday. It's still very early.
What's the score?
66-29.
Ooh.
I'm really disappointed.
Have you considered scoring points?
Ooh.
I have a lot of injuries.
Uh-huh.
I'm not happy at all.
Uh-huh. When are they going to call up Paul Skeens? When? He is dominating.
Is he on your
Service manipulation, Jamie.
When's the date? It's got to be coming up in May.
I think it's early May.
It is early.
I do think it's early May.
Like, and this is the thing. Like, I think the contract time of service manipulation that teams do is one of the biggest crocs in sports. That being said, when it's beneficial to your team, I'm not going to complain. But Paul Skeens, like, okay, let's say he's only at a 75 pitch count so far. Have him throw the 75 pitches for the Pirates.
Right.
Why are you wasting innings in AAA? Like, why? He is dominating.
I was going to say, it's not even close.
And his girlfriend just won the national championship.
Yeah,
you know, success is flowing through that couple. Get Paul Skeens up on the Pirates, please. Him and Jared Jones. Like, all of a sudden, Pittsburgh's going, wait a second, we're fun?
I know.
Like, give those poor Pirates fans something to cheer about. Call Paul Skeens up, you cheap bastards. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Wow, another TED Talk.
Yeah. I hate the MLB time of service. Oh, great. There's a wild pitch, man, on third, no outs. We got a tie game looming here unless Zack Wheeler can get out of this one. Rob just said, I think, call the pen. Yep. Looks like they're picking up the telephone.
It's definitely time.
So that was
last game that was his 90th
pitch or 91st pitch.
Last game Zach started, he was also struggling, but he got himself out of it.
Well, he certainly can get himself out of it.
He definitely can. Yes, he can.
He does not have his stuff today. Yeah, see right there. Paul Skeens just sitting on the bench waiting to dominate people. Call him up. What are you doing, Pirates?
Wow.
Stop being cowards. Pay the man his money.
I thought he was on your team. I remember when you drafted him.
Me and Zach Berman are the Paul Skeens owners in our 2 leagues. Sit down, Joe Adele.
Yeah, I am currently playing Zach, and it's not going well.
No?
I'm so irritated with my team. How can they do this? Dig ourselves in a hole.
You get on the tracks when La Flama Blanca's coming through. You know.
La Flama Blanca.
La Flama Blanca. Did you ever watch Eastbound and Down?
No.
You should. Kenny fucking Powers.
I cannot lose to Jamie this week, respectfully.
Don't let me get hot.
That's why I think it's because I didn't have. Remember Monday? Monday there weren't a lot of games, and then Tuesday
I had 0 points on Monday. Remember,
but
you
usually
had a lead,
usually
and you started peacocking.
Usually I start out the week stronger than that.
Started peacocking. I know.
And then yesterday was a down day because actually technically I only got like 10 points yesterday.
Oh, Joe Adele strikes out, gets the call from the first base one around.
Joe Adele's beard game is on point. Let's
yeah,
just throw that out there.
Pretty
it's
strong.
very clean.
Strong beard.
It almost looks fake. It's a pretty beard. Heard a lot of his name the last couple days.
Matt Strahm warming up. Where has he been? Feel like we haven't seen Matt Strahm in like 10 days.
I mean, you haven't seen a lot of the relievers, period, in the last couple of other than the
Strahm in particular. Like,
well, he pitched last night, right?
I full disclosure, I fell asleep in the 8th and rewatched it this morning.
All right,
he may have. I made the
he
fatal.
came in after Junior and before Jose.
I made the fatal mistake in the 7th or 8th inning of going, I'm cool. I got this. I can lie down and watch the rest of this game.
By the end of the game, I'm always laying.
And then I woke up.
But then what gets me is when the game ends, I'm stuck. I'm in like purgatory. Like I'm just completely stuck there and can't move because you've had this emotional roller coaster to end the game. And then it's 12:30 and it's like, I know I need to go to bed, but I also want to like yell, scream, cry, whatever. No, just me. Okay.
No.
The last 2 nights when the game ended, I just sat there like frozen to the couch. Like, just what the heck? What did I just watch?
That was me after the Sixers last night.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey, you beautiful bastard, you. Thank you for existing and coming to Philadelphia. It's pretty great.
We thank him for being a fantastic person.
Oh, my God. I was doing all right with, like, these passwords and
oh, you're over there struggling again?
6-digit. Oh, God. Gotta go back to my email.
Ay. What's up, Kane? Kane, we all need Bryce to hit a home run. I agree with you. Please Please hit a home run. Jeez. I need somebody to hit something. I'm sorry. I need the Phillies. Let me be specific. Because the Phillies are, lately what happens is I say like what I want to happen, and then I don't specify which team. I need the Phillies.
So Wheeler's at 101 right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, right now, Stromboli, it'd be great to get him. I'm glad he's warming up. Time for some Stromboli.
I love Stromboli.
Yes. This is. I'm going to take a candy break after this. I think we need to switch up the mojo. For everybody watching, I think we need to switch it up a little bit. Alex got the sunglasses on. I think we need to, this isn't working currently.
It's not currently. Well, I mean, they still have the lead. Two outs.
It's feeling pretty. We gotta like.
Zach's teetering on getting out of this jam.
Spice things
a little
up.
liner to Bomer. Keeps the man on third. One more. Come on.
Look at Alec Bohm.
Come on, baby. One more out and you're out of this jam.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
And that'll be his day.
Yeah. I need the starting lineup for the Red Sox so I can know if I need to move somebody off my. I'm a little irritated.
Oh, wow. You're like that hardcore?
Well, I mean, I'm on here now. I'm sitting here. I'm not that hardcore, actually. I usually set my lineup for like the week. And then I just check in to make sure nobody got hurt.
Yeah, that's what
Isak
I have one minor complaint about ESPN's fantasy site compared to Yahoo's. And I've taken heat for liking Yahoo's fantasy platforms in our Discord. And Yahoo gives you a button that says start players for the week. And it literally goes through and automatically starts and sits players for the week. So you don't have to go day by day. It does it for you.
What if somebody gets hurt?
ESPN, what are you doing?
What if somebody gets hurt or they're not playing that day?
That's on you at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. But it will, like, for the most part, do your work for you.
I kind of enjoy that management of my squad.
No, you don't.
I do, actually. I go through, I look at the matchups. Like, I have some guys that are...
Zack Wheeler gets out of the jam. Nice work. Wheels. That's probably going to conclude his day. I think that was 104 pitches. That's
Zack
probably
Wheeler.
it. 5 innings for Zack Wheeler. It looks like Strom will be the next one in. Look, if you don't have your stuff and you have to grind through a game where you're throwing 104 pitches through 5 innings and you only let up one earned run on a home run, you gave your team a chance to win. So now it's on the bats. Like, go get it done.
This is the 106.
Patrick Sandoval's got to be done soon.
Wheeler threw 106 pitches, 67 strikes. Sandoval should be done soon. Yeah, Strickland's coming in. Sandoval threw 102.
Okay.
So it's time. It is time. All right, I'm going to run and grab some sniggity snacks.
Just bring that whole bag of gummy bears in here.
You just want gummy bears? Do you want anything, Tyler?
No, I'm cool. Thank you, though.
Okay. Anybody else want anything?
Run to the store real quick. Anybody want anything?
I'm going out for smoke.
I'm going to go. Do you want me to take your trash?
Yeah, if you don't mind
taking
taking
our area?
that and that. Miller Lights, they go down smooth. I'm going to finish that. I'm at the point where I should stop eating, and I know I should stop eating, but it's good.
Why should you stop eating?
Because I'm full.
Oh, you're still eating even though you're full?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to finish that off before we get out of here today.
But you don't have to.
But I'm going to. I know, Renee. I know. This is a me issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good food. Good food is good food.
And now it's just you.
Oh, hi. Hi, friends.
We'll find me somewhere in there. There we go.
Are you in?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You can't see me.
I'm watching the game.
That's right. You've got the game on. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, can't you see that? That's right. You cannot
and I
see
haven't
me.
been watching on YouTube.
So you brought this up. It's probably the second start in a row for Wheeler where he didn't have his best stuff.
And still gives you 1 or 2 earned runs.
He went 11 innings over the last 2 starts, 1 earned run.
It's wild.
And so to have a guy that, quite frankly, I mean, I thought that his location was really poor in Cincinnati. And you could tell he was laboring through some stuff. The sweeper just wasn't working. you could tell that he was kind of laboring through some stuff. Today it wasn't as bad, but it wasn't good either. And to sit here and say, like, this guy just goes out and he grinds. Like, he just goes out and works.
He's a real son of a bitch to go up against. I mean, I think that's the word you were looking for, was son of a bitch. He's a real son of a bitch.
I mean, I was trying not to, but sure.
He's a real son of a bitch to go against.
I mean, you think about it, But
I think you can say that about a couple Phillies pitchers this year.
I think that Ranger's the biggest example of that. Like, you have a guy who just goes out and makes plays.
Get legs in, Mike! Fly out at the wall.
Goes out and knows how to pitch. Goes out and knows how to...
Bohm just missed that one.
Yeah.
God, he is locked in.
But today, I mean, Jamie, the balls that... The 4 hits that he allowed, the double to Shanuel, the double to Neto, the single to Taylor Ward, and the home run to Adrianza, all were 98 to 100 miles an hour. 98.5, 99, 99.9, and 100.9.
Yeah.
After that, he only allowed 2 balls to be hit over 90 miles an hour. 94 off the bat of Moniak, which had a 180 expected batting average.
Moniak.
It's an out. And 91 off the bat of Shanuel, which had a .70 expected batting average. It's another out right at somebody. But here are some of the balls that were put in play today.
By the way, Bohm just smoked that 100.2 miles an hour on that fly out.
It's an unlucky game sometimes.
Yeah.
Some of the balls
expecting batted average 550.
Sounds about right.
Some of the balls, what were you saying?
Some of the balls put in play today, not those 4. 86 out, 84 out, 79. Rengifo had that blue base hit. 79 out, 74 out,
foul,
and then Pilar 67 and 62. Didn't have his best stuff and pitched
still
well.
Borderline, dominated guys.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible. JT Realmuto's up now, but Alec Bohm, if you're watching along, just flew out to one of the deeper parts of the ballpark in right center field there. Do you like the rock formation in the outfield?
Oh, I think it's so cool.
I do
so
too.
cool.
I think it's really cool.
Well, and the funny thing is too, like the setup of how they put the rock formation out there, and basically,
can you walk through it?
I don't think so. I think
it's
you
not
can
like
walk.
A cove.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't believe so.
Now, if they were smart, they would have Playboy sponsor it and make it the Cove at the Playboy Mansion out there, and get real sexy in left center field in Anaheim. But they're not that smart. They're a bad franchise.
Well,
Art Moreno, I could do your job.
Art Moreno's a loser.
Yes.
Art Moreno was a loser.
Where's his money from?
Loser.
I think it's real estate. Let me look.
I don't know. But talking about the rock formation, what's that? A 60-year-old stadium?
Is it that old?
I think it was 67 or 69 maybe that it was built, and it feels much newer because of the rock formation, and it looks cleaner.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I think that Angel Stadium has been around since, like I said, I want to say 67 or 69.
Swedish Fish, and what do you got? Oh, Mike and Ike's. Wow. I was a huge Mike and Ike guy as a kid.
What's a Mike and Ike? What was that
So,
YouTube video?
Can I get your number?
Can I get your number?
You got a boyfriend? Is he coming back?
You like Mike and Ike's?
I do.
No. You don't remember?
No.
What? That's a French ass name. What was it?
Yvonne. That's a French ass name.
It was a viral YouTube. What was that on YouTube?
No, I think it was.
I feel like it's like Vine.
I think it was Mad TV.
Yeah, it was one of those early days because it was like that. It was the shoes one. It was around that same time.
I remember shoes.
These shoes suck. And then there was another one. Wow, that took me back.
Art Moreno made his money in outdoor advertising.
Oh, so good.
Ooh, Mike and Ike's, man.
Good.
They packed the flavor.
Oh!
Yeah, he outdoor advertising and then got into minor league baseball. Bought the Salt Lake Trappers as his first team.
It's the Salt Lake Bees now, I believe. Pretty sure.
Dang, Jorginho Dest tore his ACL.
Who did?
One of the U.S. men's soccer team players.
One?
Dest.
Mm-hmm.
That's not great.
In training? Champions League? Is he over there?
In Copa America.
Copacabana?
Copacabana.
That's my fault, guys. Sorry, I set her up.
That was way too easy. I think I was trying to not sing.
Moreno in 2001 tried to buy the Arizona Diamondbacks but could not reach a deal.
Yeah, because he probably offered like $8, and they're like, nah, we're cool.
Soon set his sights on the World Series champs Anaheim Angels in 2002.
Offered Disney $10.
It was announced in April 2003. He had agreed with the Walt Disney Company to purchase the team for $180 million.
That's not a lot of money for a baseball team.
Wow. That's pretty bad.
Bud Selig announced the sale. One of the first people to congratulate Moreno was Diamondbacks owner Jerry Colangelo, a personal friend who declared it a good opportunity. Now let's see.
When you get slighted by one of the biggest slime balls on the planet, you got to get out. You screwed up. You can't even get Colangelo to agree to things.
Eggs.
Wow.
Oh boy.
The value?
Take a guess what the Angels' valuation, according to Forbes,
today,
as of last year, was.
I would say $1.4 billion.
I don't think they're in the billions. The Angels?
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim County.
Adding Los Angeles to their name
That's true.
Gave them money.
I don't know.
So we bought it for $180 million in 2003.
All right. Then actually, I think it might be surprising. I'm going to go with 1.9.
2.2 billion.
Disgusting. And then nobody in the stands.
That team is worth $2.2 billion, and they haven't gotten a pitcher since he's taken over the team. No offense to Jared Weaver. Jared Weaver was pretty good.
No,
he was all they
like,
had.
What are they doing?
I think they're big.
He inherited Weaver, didn't he?
I think their big free agent pitching signing, well, outside of Ohtani, of course, is
Stromboli time.
C.J. Wilson.
Ew. And you would think being in L.A.
I think they went and got Zack
got no
Greinke
fans
too.
there. The team's can't even get to the playoffs ever. No major signings. Yet they're a $2.whatever billion team. I need to own a team.
I know, right?
Just for a little bit. I don't even need
Jeffrey
to own them for
Lurie
long.
bought the Eagles for what? And it's worth what now? Like,
I don't need to own them for a long time.
I think he got it for like $320 million. And
I won't clip you.
Now they're worth like two.
I won't be that bad.
Man, 2.2.
The return on investment is huge.
So C.J. Wilson was 5 for 76.
What year was that?
2011. This is an article, the top 15 worst free agent signings. Now, some of these are kind of ridiculous. Like, it's a bunch of one-year deals. They're like, Trevor Cahill, 1 year, $9 million. And you're
There's
like,
no
dude,
bad
it's a
one-year deals in baseball.
Pitch well.
You know who's got to be at the top of that list, or it's garbage? Rendon.
Probably. I would bet you it's up there. Mo Vaughn's contract's probably there, too.
Mo Vaughn. That's a name I want to go dive into his baseball reference. God damn, Mike and Ike.
That's so good.
Mo Vaughn, number 4, 6-year, $80 million. Justin Upton, number 5, 5 for 106. Albert Pujols, 10 for 240.
Oof.
Anthony Rendon is number 2.
What?
7 for 245. Now, this is just one article.
Yeah, who's number 1 now?
Take a guess.
A 1-year deal?
This makes sense. Because his production with his prior team was off the charts.
What time frame are we talking? Since Moreno's owned it?
Yes. And at the time, it made a ton of sense. They wanted to pair this guy with, I want to say, let me see when Pujols was signed. Yeah, so they had just signed Pujols the year prior. They wanted to pair this guy with Pujols to be their 3-4.
I'm brain farting real bad.
I don't know.
He hit 43 home runs the year prior with 128 RBI. Finished 5th in the MVP, hit 285.
It wasn't Josh Hamilton.
It was Josh Hamilton. He followed that up with a 250, 307, 432 slash. Fell from 43 home run to 21 home run, and drove in just 79.
What was that contract?
It was 5 for 125.
And Rendon was 7 for what?
He was 10, I think. Now I got to click through all these. 7 for 245.
Yeah, they're both pretty shitty.
I mean, neither of them are good contracts, but at least Hamilton's made sense. Hamilton was coming off like 3 straight years of being one of the most feared power hitters in baseball.
That's a name I haven't thought about in a long time. Josh Hamilton. Matt Strahm comes out for the Phillies there, and Started out throwing strikes. He's got a 1-2 count.
Frank Barber in the chat. Guess Josh Hamilton. Good job, Frank. I'd give you a Mike and Ike if I could.
What do you say, Frank?
I'd share my Mike and Ikes with you.
All right, one
Good
down
start,
for Strom.
Shumboli. What other nicknames could you say with Matt Strom?
None. That's okay. We don't have to.
Oh, what flavor did I just
God,
eat?
I haven't had a Mike and Ike. I got to tell you, in like
I know, me neither.
15 years.
My taste buds are like, woo.
They are flavorful.
They're so flavorful. Mike and Ike, let us know if you want to work with us.
Mike and Ike, damn.
Every flavor is so flavorful. I feel like I'm eating, in my mind, I'm on an island somewhere, eating some fresh fruit. That's how flavorful they are. I'm on the beach, eating an orange.
That's what that Mike and Ike remind you of right now? For me, I'm thinking of like
Gotta take what you can get.
double header movies at the Oxford Valley Mall.
Yeah.
What was your hometown mall? Tyler, you were in the Chamonix, right?
AMC in
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yep.
AMC Hamilton. I went there a couple times.
Oh, such a great mall. But it's, wait, did you say mall or movie theater?
Oh, they're usually tied.
I just realized I misheard that. My mall was Quaker Bridge Mall, but I would go to Oxford or to Chamonix sometimes because that was the cool mall.
Yeah,
No,
the Chamonix had arcades.
No. The problem with the Chamonix was if you were hanging out with your friends on a Friday or Saturday
Yeah, it
night.
was a spot.
Did you guys have the issue with the mall cops?
Yeah, they were
Of
dicks.
course.
They
Of
wouldn't.
course.
You weren't allowed to sit down. They would make you like keep walking.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
there
that
was
issue.
no loitering there in the
Yeah,
lobby.
no, right. So you couldn't sit on the the benches that were there for
that was weird.
sitting.
Was it a-
But
I
especially
remember-
kids, they yell at you.
I
Careful,
remember,
Bryce!
oh, wow.
Oh, no. Bryce.
What was that, man? Oh,
He
I think
slipped.
he's blaming the cleat.
He slipped. Bryce. Harper. Bryce, I don't know your
Throw
middle
that
name,
cleat
huh?
out, Bryce. Screw that cleat.
Give him a new
The
cleat.
Chamonix did have some arcade machines down outside the movie theater, though, like in the mall wing. And yeah, but I
that's
was
the
mostly in
fun.
Oxford Valley, man.
Yeah, I liked both. And then for movies, it was AMC in Hamilton. But it's wild because the movies, like my movie theater that I grew up in, isn't even open anymore. It's just a big vacant building.
That's weird.
It's so sad.
Should make it into like a laser tag place.
It should be. It'd be great.
Laser
huge.
tag needs to be more accessible to adults.
Right? Totally.
I would play laser tag
But
way
it needs
more.
to be an adult course.
Agree. That's what I mean.
Yes.
You sell beer.
Oh,
Make
maybe
it-
Have like some serious obstacles with the rope swings, and,
100%
like,
agree.
Yeah.
zip lines, and
As
cool
a
shit.
30-year-old man, I would
Give us
absolutely
some better guns
willingly.
and shields.
I would willingly tear my ACL
Okay.
in an adult
you
laser
gone to
tag
Throw in like
course.
some ball pits. I want it to be a merger of
Hell
like how
yeah.
Sky Zone has like the
The trampoline park,
Yeah,
laser
like-
tag.
correct. Make that the laser tag.
Did you guys go to like gymnastic gyms growing up at all? With, like
Nah.
the big foam pits?
Not really.
That's what I'm talking about. Like how awesome would that be with
like
laser
launch
tag?
off of a trampoline.
And
with
now
a-
you're like,
and like trying to shoot your buddy. I'm in. Yeah, say
That
that.
sounds
Could you
like some
imagine
great
Jamie
business
trying to be
idea.
Rambo in the
Have you gone
obstacle
paintballing?
course?
That's
Paintballing's
an-
great.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but
paintballing is so much.
I've never gone
fucking fun.
paintballing, so I can't speak on it.
It is so much.
But I
fun.
feel like the whole point is you need
nice pitch, strong.
it does give you that
Sit down.
full on like it's not kiddie.
no,
it's
it's not kidding.
a man's game, woman's game.
It is.
You have to be tough to play to paintball because they're like
It hurts.
you will get hurt at some point.
You're gonna get a bruise. Yeah. I lit my buddy up once. He didn't see me, and he was scoped down like this, and it was like 2-on-1. I got him right here under the ear.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Jamie.
watched the guy catch one in a similar spot. That was the end of his day.
Oh, he was.
He threw his mask off. He's like, I'm done with this. Bleep this. I'm out.
Bleep paintball. Screw you. I'm going home.
That does sound pretty painful.
But paintball's awesome. So yeah, I'm in. Make it a big laser tag place. Part parkour, hardcore.
because the thing, laser tag doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Like paintball's a little intense.
One of my favorite birthday parties ever when I was a kid was we did it at a paintball place right outside the Chamonix Mall. You know, the strip mall right across the street, like right off the highways.
Ultra
Okay.
Zone.
Yeah, Ultra Zone.
Yeah, I've been to
Wow.
Ultra Zone many times.
Yeah.
I have
Is it
gone
still there?
It is. Yeah.
It's
really?
still
It's
there.
still there. It still operates. So we used
maybe
to
I'll
go
have to do
there.
one of Skylar's parties.
We
there.
used to go
There
there
you
when I
go.
was a camp counselor at the summer camp that I worked at. We would take the kids there like once a week. and it was a blast for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you were like, there's just way too many.
It's chaos.
Yeah, right. Because you're trying, like,
You need a bigger place.
I was like 18 trying to like keep 25
herding cats.
Oh my
yeah, but it was so difficult. But
Yeah.
like,
You need a bigger, like that place is great.
yeah,
but
you
like
need
if
a
you
much
had,
larger
like,
venue.
a huge venue that you could make like very spread out and a little bit more hunty. You know what I mean? Because that place you're all kind of like
It's a very small arena.
it's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you're on top of each other. There's no real hiding and sneaking up on people. You
But
need
yeah,
a little-
Ultrazone is definitely still there.
I think we need a PHLY.
That's right around the corner is where I got my license.
I got my license. No, wait. I got my license at Huntington Valley PennDOT, but I think I maybe took driving classes in the Chamonix.
Oh,
Did you pass your test on the first try?
I did.
Of course you did.
I did not.
You didn't?
No.
I'm actually surprised.
What did you fail?
Parallel parking, actually.
Oh, see, I had a driving
So-
instructor that taught me a great hack. I had it down like to the T.
Did
so
you pass?
I suck at it
Oh.
still.
Why
as
you
an
acting like I'm surprising that I passed. It's surprising that I passed. If you passed.
No. He's saying it would be surprising if you didn't pass.
Yeah, it would be surprising. if
Okay.
you didn't pass.
You got teacher's pet vibes going on.
1,000%.
You studied for it.
My
didn't
mom
you?
was a teacher. So I had all the hacks.
No, so I was bad at parallel parking to begin
And I
with.
just
And you're
love
still
school.
bad?
It's still bad, but I also
Oh, don't park near Tyler.
also had an issue on top of being bad at parallel parking. I guess whatever car I took it in, we had my dad was our basketball coach, and we had a bag of basketballs in the back of the
mesh
trunk.
bag.
And so
Yikes.
when I stopped, the basketballs went flying into the back of the
And you
trunk.
panicked?
No, he
Oh.
thought I hit the curb.
Oh,
And where you took it,
were set
if
up
you
to
hit the
fail.
curb, it was an immediate fail.
Yikes.
Oh,
So
that
on
sucks.
top of being bad and panicked about
That's
it,
just super
I had that happen
unfortunate.
too. Yeah.
Super unfortunate. Dang it, my third baseman is hurt, and I don't have a backup.
Great inning from Strom, by the way.
Yeah, Sharam was awesome. How many pitches? Do you have it up? Didn't it probably like 15? First one was 4 or 5.
12.
12. Great. I mean, that's an awesome inning. Ron Washington, Tyler's favorite baseball manager, coming
That's my
out.
Dude,
Uncle.
Ron Washington might be my favorite baseball person ever.
So did you hear
He's
Kruk the other night?
RW. He's our wash, like me.
He Kruk said,
Yeah, you're right.
You know, he was like, "Oh, I love that man down there." I didn't realize they had a lot of crossover with the Padres. And he goes, "I bet Ron was in that prison game I was talking about the other night."
Oh, yeah.
He's like, "I'm
Bringing
gonna."
back the prison game.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm gonna have to ask him after the game if he was there." I think Ron was part of that prison game, and I was like, "Man, Kruk is awesome."
He's so funny. He's a hoot.
Ron Washington is a great baseball man. He's been in it forever.
Yeah.
He's like, people talk about Ron Washington as like the greatest baseball teacher they've ever had. Like, he will work with other teams. He doing the ground ball routines and stuff like that. He's such a great baseball guy. But Ron Washington is also a very, very traditional, old school baseball manager.
What did he do last night that they were talking about?
Oh.
It was like an old school baseball thing.
And
Was it a sack?
it was the 2-strike sack bunt.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
He
yes.
he left Renjifo's sack
Yes.
bunt on with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
And it's a very old school thing to do. But so we were talking about Joe Adele earlier and how he's, really kind of come into his own as a hitter recently. He's kind of a stupid base runner.
Oh, that's a late call.
Dang
sorry.
it, Eddie.
He's kind of a stupid base runner. He overran second like 3 times in a week. And that's why I texted you guys when they had a couple of different blunders in the game the other night. And I'm like, Ron Washington's head might explode from all of the mistakes that this Angels team make. Because they're not a good baseball team, and they're compounding it with errors and mental lapses. And he's, like I said, he's a very traditional, old school baseball man. And I'm just waiting for him to explode on one of his players one time.
Tyler, this is so weird because we talked about him earlier before the pregame show. Amir Garrett is in.
Oh, he is on a team.
He's on the
We
Angels.
were talking about him before the...
We were talking about him because he challenged the entire dugout to a fight when he was with the Reds. and he
Literally.
who was that they were
It was
fighting?
the Pirates, I think.
It was the Pirates?
Yeah, I think literally...
He literally sprinted over to the dugout and said, "I'll fight your whole team."
He was pointing at guys. He's like, he was like, choose your fighter,
Who do you
basically.
want?
Yeah, who
So
wants
Amir
to
Garrett
catch
is
these
in.
hands?
Because I saw because he's one of those guys that almost falls off the mound when he throws his
Very,
gas.
very violent. Yeah.
Yeah, very violent. And I was like, wait. And then I looked and saw Garrett, and I was like, that is Amir Garrett. Wow.
apologies to our friends in the chat because they were chiming in on the driver's test conversation.
On the which one?
So about getting our driver's license. So Lisa said she failed the first time. She hit the curb when she parked. That's a classic mistake. Frank, yes, I did actually take my driving test at the Quaker Bridge DMV. That was my spot growing up. I guess you were from there too. And then WIRM said they also failed at Neshaminy for opening my hand on the wheel while turning.
They were so
nitpicky.
So over the top.
Oh, Lisa failed a second time.
With what made people fail at Neshaminy.
I think that not to go all ageist on you. I think when you hit like 65, you should have to take your test again.
No, I agree. I actually agree with that. Because first of all, you need to prove that you can see the road.
It's pretty wild that it's good for life.
It's bad.
You know what I mean?
But why does everything else have to be renewed except for your driver's license?
It's kind of wild.
I mean, like, it gets renewed, but you know what I mean? Like, you have to take the test again.
Even if you don't take it again, my thing is, I think that I'm a decent driver. I know I have some shortcomings, like parallel parking, for example. I'm not very good at. Oh, I suck at it. I'm terrible at it. But everybody who drives, after a while, develops bad habits. Whether it's
you get a little lazy and
one
stuff.
hand on the wheel, or you're, I know certain people, I'm not going to say who, but it might be my wife who likes to drive with her knees because she's crazy.
Not just throwing her under the bus.
I drive with my knees, but like my knees are like up on the, like I'm pretty good at it.
So, whatever it is, like you develop bad habits as you drive. I think you should have to take it again. You gave an age. I think it should be every 10 years regardless.
Yeah, well, the other thing is your sight starts to go.
All right.
And stuff like that.
Send him. No, he's out. Why did you send that? That was not a smart decision.
Whitley.
Whit is not Trey.
He used to be. He used to lead the league in stolen bases.
There was a time.
There was a time for like
that
consecutive
time is not
seasons.
now.
I know, where he was the Trey. I think that was that moment. He thought he was a little younger.
Dusty Wathan was feeling it.
Dang.
There was a ball hit to the second baseman. Yeah, I mean, ooh, that was closer than I thought.
Wait a minute. Ball, bag.
Ooh, that's pretty bang bang. I guess they're not taking a look at it. They're cutting away to commercial. Ooh, I want to see another replay of that.
Yeah, that actually was a lot closer than it looked. I know. Oh, wow. Frank, you're from Hamilton. I love that. Small world. I'm from Ewing. Lisa, you're mentioning how older people have worse reaction time than young drivers. That's the other thing. Like, as you get older, your sight starts to go. Your reaction time starts to go. Your awareness starts to go. Yeah.
Everything starts to go.
Just everything
I'm over 40 and my balance, I've noticed, like.
I know.
Like, shit
it's wild
sucks.
the ways that things changed and so fast.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go use a little boy's room. I'm going to go tinkle. See you guys in a minute.
Okay, have fun. Let's talk about about he leaves. What?
You guys know that Jamie guy?
That guy sucks.
Such a loser.
Who that guy, Jamie? We can't stand. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Hopefully he falls in the toilet. Do you guys have urinals in your bathroom?
There's one.
Oh.
Yeah, there's one.
Okay.
Is that like a pressing question you've like been dying to know?
I haven't seen your bath. I haven't gone to the men's
Do
bathroom
the guys
here.
have urinals in their bathroom?
Do you have urinals? I feel like I'm a child again.
This is what happens when you closing in on hour 3 of being on the air.
Oh my gosh. And then there's nothing to talk about because there's nothing going on in this game.
Awful baseball game, really.
Oh, Michael Barkin coming back from his birthday.
Guess what? After the game, we get to do post-game.
We do have a post-game show coming on, apparently. I don't know what we're going to talk about. The games, we talked about everything.
So how about them Sixers?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Because right now, I'm not really seeing much going on.
No, we were talking about it when you took a break. Wheeler was not particularly great today and still gave you 5 strong innings. But the problem is both of these guys labored. They threw a lot of pitches. He was at 100 through 5, and I think Sandoval was the same, right?
They were both over 100.
Did Sandoval pitch into the 6th?
His final, I think, is 5 and 2.
So he went 102.
No, full 5. Yeah.
So he went 102, and Wheeler went 106, and I think both of them kind of really labored through stuff today. 11 swings and misses for Wheeler, and I think Sandoval might have had 12 or 13. Oh, he actually only ended up with 10. But
it just hasn't been a good.
It's just been a pretty bad. It's been a bad baseball game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, and again, you know me, that doesn't bother me. But today's game specifically, this has not been a great game.
Yeah. Definitely hope that we at least can get the series win. I agree with you, WYRM. Mickey, what's up, Mickey? Happy
Mickey, you
Wednesday.
just missed all the Ben Salem talk we had.
Oh, yeah. We were just talking about Neshaminy and Oxford Valley and and of course, Mercer County.
Laser tag,
Quaker Bridge Mall, all the good stuff.
Do you want a quick look while we're talking about nonsense baseball right now? Do you want a quick look around around Major League Baseball? Get some scores?
Yeah, I saw the Twins just won their 10th straight game.
Yes, 7 of which have come against the White Sox. Yeah, so you can take that for what it's worth.
Listen, a win is a win is a win.
We were saying the same thing when the Phillies swept them.
This is true, and I stand by that.
So the Twins did in fact beat the White Sox. They sweep them out 10-5 today. A lot of early games today so far.
That's the thing. It's a nice midweek early day.
The Tigers 4-1 over the St. Louis Cardinals. Milwaukee and the Rays took enough time off from throwing hands with each other to actually play a baseball game. Milwaukee
so many
won.
Suspensions handed out behind that.
Yep, Milwaukee won 7-1. Willie Adames with 2 home runs today. Kansas City over the Blue Jays 6-1. The A's. How about the A's? Playing some decent baseball.
Mm-hmm.
The A's blank the Pirates, whose early Mickey Mouse start, like they have every year, has seemingly.
The A's actually have swept the Pirates.
Yeah, I think the A's have been playing some decent ball right now, and quite frankly, the A's have a couple of guys who, I mean, between Miller and Jimenez, they throw smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But they've got a couple of guys at the top of their rotation with Blackburn now being healthy, and J.P. Sears is pitching well to start the year. They're playing some pseudo good baseball right now.
5-1, 5-2, 4-0 wins over the Pirates in this series.
Yeah, they've been pretty good.
And then on the other side, the Braves avoided. Actually, the A's. Wait a minute. Let me not cut them short of their time, because they did also beat the Orioles. I think they only won the last game of that series. No. What?
I think they won. I think they won
beat
2
the Orioles
in Baltimore.
series.
Yeah, I think they won 2 in Baltimore.
They did. They won 2 out of those 3. They beat the Yankees 3-1. Let me see what the Yankees series ended up being for them. I think they had to have lost to the Yankees, right?
I mean, as we all predicted, the A's were going to play decent ball, and the Astros were going to suck, right?
The series to the Yankees 2-1, but for them, they've won back-to-back series now, beating the Orioles and then sweeping the Pirates. The Mariners nearly swept the Braves, but Atlanta did get the win today.
Damn, Orion's already got 2 outs? I thought it was a long P, but my man's working quick this inning.
He's like, listen, guys, this game's dragging along. I'm going to come in here and show you how it's done.
I also got a couple of those Haribo cherry, little Cherry Johns, little gummies out there.
There's more gummies?
Oh, yeah. Somebody re-up the candy.
Wait, they're not those ones?
No.
What are they shaped like?
They're two cherry balls like this. Kind of phallic looking. With the stems.
Sorry I asked.
Yeah, well, I mean.
But it's a gummy?
Mm-hmm. And it's very.
Is it in the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I must have looked right past those.
Mm-hmm.
I was not bringing that onto the show, I guess. Maybe my brain blocked those out.
I think I like those better than the gummy bears.
You should have brought some now. I want to try one.
I'll go out in a second and get them.
I do have to. I'm probably going to have to.
Nuh-uh, it's my turn next.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I get to go.
And then the Padres are up 6. Oh, that game was just 2-2. The Padres just scored. It was just 2.
Orion's thrown 16 pitches. How long was I gone?
A long time, JB.
Not really. I peed. I washed my hands.
It's been 84
I got a Miller
years.
Lite,
What movie? Guess what movie?
It's been what?
It's been 84 years.
Do you know this one, Tyler?
I mean, it feels like a SpongeBob reference, but if she said movie, it's not.
I did say a movie. I finally have a movie. I'm finally have a movie, and it's an adult movie. It's not a children's cartoon.
Oh, well, Ryan walked somebody. It's been 84 years.
Oh, it's Titanic.
Yeah, opening.
Oh, I actually used that GIF last night.
All the time.
I'm an idiot.
I misled you because I sounded like a man.
Yes.
It's been 84 years. So the Reds and Padres were just tied up 2-2 into the 7th. But at the bottom of the 7th, the Padres just scored 4 runs and opened things up 6-2. San Diego.
San Diego.
San Diego.
If I said it means whale's vagina, you would get that, right?
Wait, what?
San Diego means whale's vagina. Oh, no. Renee. Oh, no. We've got a lot of work to do. Anchorman?
No. I know I've seen Anchorman, but not enough
When
to
him
quote
and Veronica Corningstone are sitting in the car and he says San Diego comes from the translation of whale's vagina?
I don't have the answer that you're looking for. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
Scholars believe it was lost in translation.
God, peak Will Ferrell is so good.
So good. Okay, wait.
I love that.
Nice strikeout there.
Wanted to hit on.
That's good shit.
Elephant in the room is saying the A's closer Mason Miller is a filthy beast.
I got him in our fantasy league. I hope he hurts you this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I hope oh, dang it.
I picked he was available like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, wait, why is this guy available? I'll take him.
I haven't taken anybody on like bad.
He's been picked up 25. He's the highest pickup in ESPN fantasy right now. 25.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess I'm just ahead of the curve, Tyler, you know? What can you say? That's just good managing there,
My
Renee.
team's going to come My team's going to come back and beat your team this week. It's happening because it's only Wednesday, and a lot of my starting pitchers actually pitch today and moving forward. Like Cutter Crawford's pitching right now.
Jake Cronenworth with a 10 spot for me today, doing damage against the R Wash squad.
Let me go look at my team. Let me go check it on my squad. Side note, Christopher, you must have heard us mention the Braves. That's ironic because we were just running through Jamie while you were in the bathroom. For the first time in the hours that we've been broadcasting now, we were running through the scores around the league and hit on the Braves. So, of course, right in time for our residential Braves fan to chime in, and Christopher knifed. The Phillies usually start slow, and we put a gap, but not this year. That is correct. The Phillies are not off to a slow start this year. They are off to a fast start, like that 103-mile-per-hour fastball that Elephant in the Room is talking about. Correct.
Yeah, but the Braves are winning again.
I mean, they're going to win games.
They're going to win a lot of games.
The Phillies are just going to win more games.
What are the Phillies? Game and a half out still?
So the Braves are 20-9, and the Phillies are 20-11, I believe.
So that's game and a half, right?
Yes, game and a half.
So
No, game.
Game.
Split the difference, right? 2 losses, none in the win column. It's a game. It's 1 game back.
I'll tell you in a second.
So the Phillies win today.
It sounds right. Yeah, just
it's a game.
That's the wrong thing.
But they're not going to gain any ground if both teams win.
Well, they're also okay. It's fine.
Because the Phillies will be 21-11, and the Braves will be 21-9.
Right.
Correct.
The Phillies have played more.
So gonna need a pretty dramatic Mariners comeback if you want to win this one. You want to catch any ground.
I'm gonna need to come back here.
Never mind.
Braves
Game's
bets
over.
are washed.
Huh?
Braves won. Game's over.
Yeah, that game was over. Knew they weren't gonna fold like a lawn chair
we got
there.
a sidewinder in for the.
Take a listen to this, Jamie. I think you're gonna love this because you hyped this guy up in the offseason. 21 swings and misses for Chris Sale today.
Oof.
21 whiffs.
Wow.
I think last I saw him, Zack Wheeler nearing his exit, he was at 10.
Zack Wheeler finished with 11.
11, okay, yeah. 21?
21.
I told you that Alex Anthopoulos deserves the gulag if Chris Sale gets through a whole season because he was getting...
Not the gulag.
Right into the gulag. Because that's a great move if he ends up getting a full season.
It's a steal if you get a full season out of Chris Sale.
God. Schwarber with the 2 hardest hit balls of the day so far. 108 and 106. Orion just came in. Top pitching velocities of the game so far. Orion 1, Orion 2, Orion 3, Orion 4, and Orion 5. His lowest pitch of the top 5 was 97.3. His fastest pitch, 98.4. That's pretty effing consistent.
So.
And Orion gets 2 swing and misses in his inning.
So.
For 3rd in the game. So did Matt Strom.
So
Are you okay? Did you glitch?
need
I don't know how to
something?
say this and it makes sense, but Adam Simber, Mr. Sideswipe, just reminds me of like a character from Stranger Things. Like I feel like he should be in the show. I don't know if either of you guys watch that show.
I watch that
did.
show religiously, but I don't know
Stranger
where
Things.
you're getting at here.
I don't know. He just reminds me of like the brother of, I think it was Max's brother. Like he just gives me those vibes. Like he should be in that.
Max's brother, you mean Walmart Zac Efron?
Walmart.
Am I wrong? No?
Does he not look like Walmart Zac Efron?
He does. And Simber kind of reminds me
There you
of
go, Bryce. A little single.
Max's brother, the Walmart Zac Efron. Like he looks like he could be in that old school scene of Stranger Things.
Dude just smoking a cig, lifting
Right.
weights.
Like I don't know why, but like I look at him and I feel like I'm looking at Stranger Things. And I didn't know how to say it, but I just figured I should just say it. Just say words.
I think we have a napkin tucked in here. That's pretty gross.
Is it your napkin?
No. I just saw it as I was moving my cord.
His hardest thrown pitch
Gross.
today, velocity-wise, was 85.
Simber?
Yeah. That's
He
why
just
you
looks so like jumpy and like
well,
bouncy
you-
and it's the side.
you have to be when you're only throwing 85.
He's all low. That's why it's giving in the necklace and stuff. Like it just screams Stranger Things.
Oh,
to me.
get out. No.
Ah, son of a gun.
Bohm almost got another
Dang it.
fly out to the wall. This guy is seeing beach balls.
I know we're having 3 different conversations right now, but back to your conversation,
I
Jamie.
have ADD.
You've been the napkin
Let's
guy.
go with 3.
You've been the napkin guy.
No,
that
no.
has that napkin on
My
your
napkins
chair
are right here.
as you just pulled out some napkins.
Right here,
Where'd that
next
just
to my
come
hand,
from?
because I was conveniently just wiping. I'm not a
I have-
stuff in the seats guy.
I have seen some stuff. We've seen Jamie before where
No, that was
there's
one time.
But back to the other
I want to see how
conversation
hard
about
Bohm
Adam.
hit that.
He's throwing 80.
Bohm hit
I
that.
wonder if he had pitched a little bit harder and Bohm
Another
hit it.
one, 100.7.
I don't think there is any more hard. Like there's no more harder velocity for him. That's it.
Wait, do you see
Bones
what his
at-
face looks
Out
like?
of exit velo.
Doesn't that look like? Doesn't he look like he should be in Stranger Things? I don't know if you can
That
see.
ball
I
went.
can't see from that far.
Dang it.
So that's a home run in 0 of 30 ballparks, but it went 392 feet. Expected batting average 610.
It's giving.
So
Stranger
Bohm's
Things.
Bohm's last. Yeah, I can see what you mean there.
Right?
Bohm's last 2
Scrappy.
hits, expected batting average of 550 and 610, both long flyouts.
Man.
What are you gonna do? The guy's
Can't
on
do
fire.
anything. It's a dumb game.
Oh
Baseball's
man.
stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what's a
Jeez.
dumber game, because these are the 2 games that I've kind of taken the most myself for, because I played baseball. I ingest baseball at a very high. I don't mean a high level. Gosh, that sounds so snotty.
Are you on the screen right now? Can people see you?
No, I probably should do that.
Show yourself.
Show yourself, coward.
I was gonna say at a high level, and that sounds really
man,
snotty.
Stranger Things.
What I mean, what I should say is I do it very frequently. I watch a lot of baseball. I play a lot of, the point is that
You're
between
an immaculate grid junkie.
that and golf are the 2 stupidest great games in the world.
Sure.
And they're the 2 that I've gravitated to in my 30s. And I don't know why I do that to myself, because mentally it's exhausting.
Well, because golf is the only thing you can do competitively that you're really not going to hurt yourself.
Yeah, but I suck at it is the thing.
But you get outside, you get a walk in, you get 2 or 3 shots a day that make you feel like you could
That's fair.
really make the PGA Tour one day
I
if
don't
you
know
just
about- I don't
committed
know
your
about
life
all
to
that,
it.
but
And you get to slug beers with friends.
that's fair. That's
So,
very true.
We all know why you do it.
I
It's
get
fun.
why we do it, but what I'm saying is, like, they are probably 2
so
of the
hard, though.
most frustrating individual, like hitting a baseball and hitting a golf ball are 2 of the most frustrating individual aspects of sports in all of sports.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll give you that for sure. I don't know what that says about you, Tyler. You like a challenge, I guess.
I'm a masochist, apparently.
I know in the chat, Christopher saying he's not a delusional Braves fan. He's here to learn about the Phillies because, he knows this is the spot to get intel about the squad. You're correct. You get all the intel. We give you the nicknames. We give you the insight. We give you all the random things you need to know, and you didn't even know you need to know. Elephant in the room is talking about Bohm doesn't really have bad at bats anymore. He just goes up there and
No.
makes hard contact. His baseball savant is basically all red. Yeah, you literally always get really good, consistent boom. Mickey, you've got some good. You're talking about the good beer. Of course, we've got the Miller Lights on, hanging and drinking them.
They're delicious.
Can I leave you children unsupervised for a
know.
couple of minutes? Is the set going to catch on fire?
WYRM said you looked like Mike Conscious.
Because I was hanging over your shoulder in the last shot.
But we are going to be starting our post game show shortly. So now's probably a great time for you to.
Man, the bullpen could really like if they pull this win out today.
Go ahead, Tyler. I'll try to contain things. Hopefully, we don't burst into flames here.
It is a great win if they're able to pull this out because the bullpen will have done their job and then some.
Oof.
So let's see. We started with Strom, then Orion, and coming out here is
Jose.
Okay, must be the lefty part of the order coming up. Otherwise, I'd imagine they'd save him. So I guess that means Jeff Hoffman is going to get this potential save opportunity.
Yeah.
All right.
Winding down here. It's a little too close for my likings. Bottom of the 8th to be a 2-1 game. Here we are again.
Yes, Taylor Ward. I feel like I always end up grabbing him in fantasy. He's like one of those guys that's like always on waivers. And there's a single to start.
Okay.
That's just all. If I know Jose the way I think I do, he's just setting up the double play ball.
Correct. Like he wants to make things exciting. He wants to make them feel like you're in this. And he's like, boop, boop, boop. Show you that you're not.
Mm-hmm. It's very simple.
Look at him. He's also just a lovable guy. He can do no wrong. Oh, brother. Still a little nervous, though.
I oddly feel okay, and I shouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I oddly feel like they're gonna win this, although there's nothing really. Logan O'Hoppe on the on deck circle. I think that's a pinch hitter coming up here.
Get him! Woo!
Nice.
Good job, JT.
Yeah, nice little throw out there. That's huge.
JT to Whitley. Now we're cooking with gas. Ever hear that one before?
I use it all the time.
Do you really?
I think I said it yesterday. I said something about like if the Phillies do this, they're really cooking with gas.
Oh yeah, actually. Yeah. I guess I say more of like now we're like I don't know.
Bottle that up. You bottle that up, Munson. You got something sweeter than Yoo-Hoo. I know you got no shot on that one.
Munson?
That should give it away. So yeah, I know you're cooked.
Munson. That's
it's a
not
bowling movie. Tyler.
Wait.
You bottle that up, son. You got something sweeter than Yoo-Hoo.
Welcome
back. I knew
back.
Renee had no shot.
Welcome back.
What did you say?
I think you're just trying to pull the one.
Did I miss
know what type
here?
of movies that I watch, and you pull the old school movies.
No, this isn't old. This is a classic.
Is this with the bowling team with like was Owen Wilson or something in it, or
Bill
McConaughey?
Bill Murray.
Or Bill Murray.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I know the movie. I can't think of the name
Dennis
of it.
Quaid.
I think I've seen it one time.
Randy Quaid. Wrong Quaid.
They're a whole baseball team. I mean, oh my Lord.
A bowling team? It's Kingpin.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
A bowling team.
It's a great movie.
Classic.
Tyler, you just missed it.
Did we just see this happen?
Taylor Ward singled and then JT threw him out. Did we
rewind?
No, that is unfortunately.
That's deja vu.
And then I think Logan O'Hoppe's coming up.
Again? It's the nice bearded man of Joe Adele. Hello. It's me.
So Hoppe did not start today, so this is a pinch hit. The rare instance of both teams winning a trade right here. Brandon Marsh and Logan O'Hoppe.
That was a nice piece about how they're rooting for each other, except of course they play each other.
That's a nice pitch there, Jose.
And how happy they are.
That's really cool that they're rooting for each other because I am not rooting for Logan O'Hoppe.
No.
Not because I dislike him, just because I'm not going to be.
He's a Long Island
they're
kid.
Good people, Tyler.
That's great.
And they're very
awesome.
Super friendly folks.
He went to my buddy's high school in Long Island.
That want the best for me? They just want to see me shine, Renee.
They just want to see you be happy story and find the team that works for you. MBDBDBF in the house. What's up?
That seemed really personal. Are you trying to dig deeper into my psyche here? You just got to find what's best for you.
Mickey says we're on a mega delay.
This is all right. Jamie, I forgot to tell you this story the other day. Apparently, Renee threatened to murder me the other day. So we got done the Union show.
Renee, Tyler's a very nice guy.
Well, we got done the Union show the other day, and I said,
all right, 2 outs.
I said,
Kyle Schwarber, competent play. Competent play. All right.
Wait, are we behind?
Yeah, we're definitely.
I'm not letting you tell this story.
Oh, come on. It's a hysterical story.
No,
it's not that
you already
funny.
started.
So we got done the Union show, and I said, another Monday down or something like that. And Renee, very deadpan, very like blank stare, goes, what was the phrase?
You don't have many Mondays left.
You gotta enjoy, or you don't have that many Mondays left, or something like that, or you gotta take advantage of your Mondays or something.
No, I literally said you don't have many Mondays left.
You don't have any Mondays left, and I'm like, Renee, is that a threat? Did you hire a hitman? Is he waiting outside
but I did
for
say
me?
a little bit harsher.
It was way
there was
too
like no
deadpan.
smile or laugh. Like, you don't have many Mondays left.
What I assume Renee was trying to say was
straight up in the air. Damn it.
Take advantage of the days because you never know. I think that's what you were trying to say.
It was because of the fact that our Union days are changing.
Oh, okay.
You still don't know what I was referring to?
That
it's
makes
been
more
3 days.
sense. Okay.
This whole time I thought you were.
I don't know. I thought you were going to take me out.
Should I put a hit out on you? Dang, guys, is that what you think about me?
I don't know. Was I going to go to my car and that's it?
It's like Godfather 2 scene.
You don't have many Mondays left. I meant because our Union schedule is changing.
What's
sorry.
your Union schedule changing to?
It's secretive. We've got hot mics.
It's in the works.
Yeah, we've got some hot mics.
Yeah,
Come on, Jose.
Can't tell you those things.
2 strikes, 2 outs.
Jamie's
Let's go.
Setting us up.
Get this to a save situation. Let's go.
Let's see who else is in the chat.
Come on, Jose. Strike his ass out.
MED said he made a bet with you in preseason and can't remember now what it was. Do you remember what it was?
Made a bet with who? You?
That's actually hilarious. He said, I made a bet with Jamie in preseason and now I can't remember what it was.
I'm right there with you, buddy. I do remember making the bet, though.
I do, but it was something about it was a player. It was something.
It was like a 260
MVP type of a.
Oh, man.
Was it? It wasn't about like a pitcher.
I don't think I had to risk anything either.
No, it was something. Oh my gosh, I do. I feel like you guys have to go back and look.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that's gonna happen.
No, you definitely made a bet about a player. I feel like it was like MVP or who's gonna be like home run leader.
Yeah, what the hell? MBD. Hopefully, it comes back to you because.
Sounds like you guys didn't make a bet because neither of you can remember, fellas.
And Mickey Durkin singing Dell in the chat.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
Okay.
We got him to sing.
Yeah.
It only took a 3-hour stream.
Skylar's new favorite song is Sam Smith, If I Can, or If I...
I love Sam Smith.
I just missed him at the Dolphin Room in Philly.
What?
We tried to get tickets the day of, and if you know the Dolphin Room, it was right before he blew up big. You can fit like, I don't know, 150 people in there. And we just missed tickets. He was doing like an XPN. Get that. Ah, son of a bitch.
Gosh darn it. Oh, no.
Bloop dribbler.
I kind of want to look at what's happening.
Don't.
I kind of want to.
Put your notifications away.
I don't like waiting.
Kevin Pillar, here you go, Tyler.
He's
coming up with a man in scoring position.
Kevin Pillar.
Oh, that was a bouncer, too. I thought he popped it. Jeez, that's even worse.
So many ways to say that name.
Pillar. God, that's such a gross way to get on base. Here comes Caleb Cotham and says, Jose, throw some strikes. Let's get this. Let's get out of here.
Listen, Jose, man, it's a pretty tight game here right now.
Oh, wait, who is this long-haired?
This is Vanessa Hudgens' husband.
Yeah, I just learned that last night. And that
Vanessa
apparently
Hudgens.
she's naming their first baby Reese.
Yeah, because they had agreed.
They made a bet while playing MLB The Show.
Yes, that their first child would, and he lost, and his first child had to be named Reese.
My nephew was just born, and his name is Reese. RHYS.
Basically, they're
It's a good name. It's not like a
name
bad...
twins. No, it's a great name. It's a good name for a boy or a girl.
How did Tucker pull Vanessa
I have
Hudgens?
no idea. Maybe he's got a great personality.
I was gonna say he's not like the most handsome.
I gotta see him like without. I mean, I saw him without
He
his
looks like
helmet on.
Sideshow Bob.
Actually, know who
Not
that is.
Sideshow Bob.
No.
I mean, the hair is wild.
but I think that she's into that like she's a very she's gorgeous.
I don't know anything about Vanessa Hudgens. I don't even know what she's famous for. I know who she is.
Oh my gosh, she's an
very
actress.
attractive.
High
but I
School
don't.
Musical was her
Yeah,
big break.
she's an actress and a singer technically, but more of an actress.
I never saw High School Musical.
She was tremendous in. Did you guys ever see the?
She was in a movie with The Rock, by the way.
Did you guys see
What's
the?
the name?
Journey and Journey 2.
What?
It was a good movie. The Journey, I think it was. Journey to. Oh wait, that's
Journey
not
to
the
the
full
Center
name.
of the Earth.
The Mysterious Island. Yeah, that was a good movie.
What's the IMDb or Rotten Tomato rating on that?
You're annoying.
Does
You're
Rock
so
have any
annoying.
movies graded higher than like?
We're not doing this like we did with Nicolas Cage. And who else did you? Oh,
I'm pro Cage.
Pitbull. You just take all of my people that I like and completely rip them apart.
All right. So, what do you guys think, Jamie? I'll ask you. What do you think The Rock's #1 rated movie is?
Moana.
Yes, 95%.
Yeah, no, Moana's great.
What do you think his first non-animated movie is?
The other guys.
No, that is 4th,
Okay.
but it's at 79.
Oh no! Somebody get that! Somebody get that! Jesus. That was close.
That was close.
That was one of those second, center, and right all going for it.
Like,
People
are they gonna
start
run
calling
into
it.
each
People start
other?
calling each other off, and you're not sure who's actually
Yeah.
getting it. And luckily, Castellanos got it. That was
Oof.
that was a little bit of a
Okay, wait.
slap.
We have to finish the Vanessa and Cole
Wait, but what-
conversation.
I want to hear these
So the first
2 and 3.
the first non
because I don't even
animated
know.
movie is Fighting with My Family. It's the one where he's the daughter wants to be a WWE wrestler, which makes sense because he plays The Rock. He can act.
Oh, I saw.
as
That's
The
a
Rock.
recent one. Isn't
That
it?
almost doesn't count.
His worst movie, 17%. In fact, he has 2 movies at 17%.
Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy's one.
Oh, Tooth Fairy was cute.
Baywatch is the other.
Oh, I
didn't
never even
watch that
saw
one.
that, and I grew up
Because
watching
I knew.
Baywatch.
I was gonna say I
one
grew
of
up
the-
watching it, so I wasn't watching that.
One of the all-time bad
It
movies
didn't need to be remade.
based on a really good video game is Doom.
Oh, I love
And
Doom.
Doom was awful. The movie was awful.
Yeah, I would imagine. What was the third Rock movie? Best.
The third one was Furious 7.
Oh yeah, you got.
Yeah, because they did too much. See,
So-
that's not his fault.
So his number 2 and number 3 barely count because Fast and Furious just does well.
yeah, that's actually not because of him.
no
it's just 'cause
matter
they have
what. And
1,000
number
of
2
them.
was based on basically his life.
Yeah, pretty much.
So his
Whatever.
top 3 movies, one's
His
Moana.
movie portfolio is so wild though. It's such a wide range.
And by wild, you mean not good?
no, it's wild because it's got versatility.
And by versatility, you mean not good? Okay, now
Wow.
Vanessa
Oh,
Hudgens.
Keanu Reeves was the other one that you guys had bad talked.
No, I love Keanu Reeves. That's John Wick. No, I love Keanu Reeves. Nicest man in Hollywood, they say.
They're still okay. I don't know about that.
Paul Walker, I dragged.
Oh, that's who it was.
Yeah.
That's who it was. Ironically enough, another Fast and Furious guy. So I see a consistent
Yeah, I
theme
called
here
him
for you.
selfish for drag racing as a father.
Okay, well, I'm putting a pin on this
I don't see
and
anything wrong
coming
with
back
that.
to the
So how
Vanessa
did
and Cole
Vanessa Hudgens?
conversation.
What's her?
They
all right.
actually met on a Zoom meditation group during COVID. And in 2020, a lot of romances in 2020, November 2020, look at them together. Ugh,
A Zoom okay, he's better looking there than
he
he
is better looking, like somewhat.
Yeah. A Zoom meditation group.
He's got a nice smile.
How pent up and horny were these people that they were looking for love in a meditation group?
Well, they
Good
met. No,
Lord.
they met there, and then a month
It had
later.
to be like a super sexy, like celebrity type of.
Correct. Clearly, they're not just gonna let
This is like
anybody
a
on
lizard
Zoom.
people like meditation group.
Oh my gosh, it was like yeah, you had to be a very
you
important
needed
person.
to know the Freemasons code to get in.
So they didn't. That wasn't even what started it. They
Stonehenge.
met originally at that Zoom meditation group, and then a month later,
Who asked who out?
she made the first move by
Oh.
sliding into his DMs, saying it was nice to meet you, you know, made the first move and the rest is history.
And now he's got a baby named after Reese Hoskins.
That's wild.
So what else has Vanessa Hudgens done besides High School Musical?
That's like her main claim to fame.
So, as I was saying, she...
Are you on the screen as you talk there, Oz?
No, I'm trying to do 10 million things back here. I gotta create the post-game show still. You know the post-game show that we have to do?
We have a post-game show?
Did you call me Oz?
Yes. Yes, actually.
So the...
Castellano strikes out again.
Did you guys see the movie adaptation about the guy who wrote Rent?
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it. I've heard it's very good, right?
Was really freaking good. Yeah. And she's one of the singers in it, along with Andrew Garfield's character.
Yeah, she sang and stuff, like those types of roles.
So she's a talent.
She's a talent.
Okay.
And she's been acting for a very long time. She's 35, but she's been acting for...
Was Zac Efron the High School Musical?
Yes.
Is that his like bust out too?
Yes.
I do feel like it actually...
Did those two hook up?
I feel like I heard rumors, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's not.
Who does Zac Efron date? Didn't he date somebody famous?
Actor?
No, I mean like I do want to see that wrestling flick he's in.
Oh yeah, that looks decent.
He was pretty
with Gyllenhaal, Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, the guy from The Bear, Jeremy Clark or Jeremy.
We're talking about different movies.
Gyllenhaal just did
Connor. He's with a Conor McGregor movie.
Yeah,
Zac
that
Efron's
was Roadhouse. That was the remake
Wrong
of
movie.
Yes.
My bad.
No. Zac Efron's in the wrestling movie about the Texas family with the guy from The Bear, Jeremy
weirdly
Clark
enough,
or something, whatever.
Okay, this is bizarre, guys, because weirdly enough, Zac Efron was also in that movie,
Get down.
Baywatch.
All right, there's a little double down the line. Let's go, boys. Let's get an insurance run. There you go, Whit.
Woo woo. Okay, I'm gonna go back.
Oh, Garrett Stubbs doing a little shimmy.
You,
the boy's feeling it in the dugout.
What did he do? We got to sing and to dance, guys. It only took us to have our second watch along of the season, and Jamie singing and dancing.
Whit threw that bat down. He was feeling good after that one.
As he should. Mary, Mary, Maryfield.
The only thing I know about Zac Efron, I do want to see that wrestling movie. He was kind of funny as the next door neighbor in that Seth Rogen movie. Was it called like Neighbors or something?
Yes.
And he played like the frat douche.
Yes.
That tormented
he plays
him.
that like role very well.
He was pretty funny in that. Outside
well.
of that, I don't really know what else he's done.
He's done a lot.
I'm sure, but not much I've seen.
Probably not your type of movie.
No. And he's undergone like some change. His face looks different.
It definitely does look different. I don't know if he wears makeup or if he's had plastic surgery, but definitely something's not looking the same.
I'm so observant.
You are. He is also 36, and I feel like he's tried to stay young, you know.
Come on, Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa.
Oh, Sosa. That was ugly. Swing and a miss. Just outside.
I think you should talk in an accent the rest of the show until we do our post-game show.
I watched Point Break, Mickey Durkin. I did not see the new Roadhouse yet.
I didn't either. I don't think
I do want to watch it because the original Roadhouse, I think, is one of the most craptacular movies ever. Craptacular?
Craptacular?
Mm-hmm. Where you know it's bad, but it's good.
Everybody's got a movie like that they love.
Yeah, the Roadhouse and Point Break are...
That's my Hallmark movie.
Are two craptacular.
Oh!
Do not swing at anything, Sosa. He has put 3 in the other batter's box.
Oh my gosh, where is he throwing?
Craptacular, yes.
Okay.
Point Break and Roadhouse are craptacular.
Oh.
My two are The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I've heard that's pretty good.
It's not good, but it's a fun watch. It's a really fun watch. It's not a good movie though. But I love watching it.
Is Sean Connery in there?
Yes. Yeah. And then the other one.
Get down the line. Ooh.
The other one for me was Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunter with Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner was in that?
It's not good, but it's a fun watch.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Movies are supposed to be entertaining. So,
you mean I don't have to be all stuffy about them? And
believe it or not,
compare them to Citizen Kane?
Yeah, no, you don't.
That's crazy.
As long as you're having a good time with it, that's all that matters. It's kind of the point of movies. All right, Marsh is getting the pinch hit here with a man in scoring position, 2 outs. Come on, Marsh.
It's time.
Now,
wow, that's
Brandon,
okay. You can't tell me the internet's not listening when I go on Instagram and look who's at the top of my. Can you see that? My screen's a little dark. Okay.
Which one?
Top center. Look whose picture that is.
Oh my God, that's so
disgusting.
weird.
Vanessa.
That's literally the picture she just showed me
Correct.
of Vanessa Hudgens.
That's disgusting.
That's
Cole
weird.
and Vanessa on my Instagram feed. Like, what?
That's
Unbelievable.
weird.
The internet's always listening.
Oh, pass ball. Get to third. All right. Not that a sac fly does any good here, but just nicer to have a sure thing on a single. Single gets an insurance run. Come on, Marsh. Now the woman and the man down the on the field there with the Marsh beards and Phillies hats on. The one woman had a half Angels, half Phillies Marsh jersey.
Because she clearly has been a fan of his.
If that's not a family
torn.
member, come on.
You're sitting next to the wrong person to have this conversation. Renee in her closet somewhere has a Cavs, Lakers, Heat, LeBron jersey somewhere with St. Vincent, St. Mary on it.
Actually,
USA basketball.
Actually, I really did try to buy that for my brother for Christmas because there is a really cool split jersey of that. I am a fan of a player, and I understand she's clearly a Marsh fan. And now that he's no longer with the Angels, look,
They both have them. He's got one too.
that's stylish.
That's
I like it.
ridiculous.
Clearly, when he moved to the Phillies, they are still Marsh fans, but they're in Anaheim or whatever, and so or wherever they live. I don't know where they physically live, but you know, close enough. So they had to go with him. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of a player, Tyler.
I didn't say there's anything wrong being a fan of a player.
And following them when they move teams.
That's the weird part.
It's okay to follow a player if you have a favorite player and they go to a different team. It's become a fan of that team now.
No. That's
It's
weird.
because you're a fan of that player, so you want them to do well and you want their team to do well.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're an Angels fan, you know you really aren't ever going to win anything. So, like, in the Art Moreno era. But no, it's just weird.
Wow, guys. Wow. So if you have, who's your favorite player, favorite athlete of any sport? Just give us an example.
A non-Philadelphian?
Sure. I mean, it could be a Philly person.
Well, like Charles Barkley was probably my favorite athlete growing up. Mike Schmidt, Charles Barkley.
So if the
Non-Philadelphian
Charles moves
to Phoenix, I did not cheer. I mean, I cheered for him in the finals versus MJ and
so
the
you
Bulls.
just stopped being a fan of his?
No, I still like him, but I'm not going to start rocking Suns Barkley gear.
So you were rocking Charles Barkley.
I got his Team USA jersey.
And then when he's with the Sixers, you're a fan. And then when he moves, suddenly you don't care about him?
No, I mean,
What kind of relationship is
you
that,
can
guys?
mentally support without wearing that.
And
new
you can also
gear.
be a fan of the player, but you're not changing team allegiances.
Yeah.
Well, this is all because of my fandom with LeBron and Messi. I'm Team LeBron.
Wait, somebody just said they're putting out Soto here?
No.
Somebody on Twitter just said that because I said, let's go Hoffman, assuming he has to get the save opportunity.
Like, it should be him.
If it's Soto, you're going to see me diarrhea my shorts.
Please don't do that. I don't want to see that.
Nobody wants to see that.
No.
Is it? Don't tell me it's
No.
Gregory Soto.
It's Gregory Soto. It could be worse.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler, your thoughts?
I mean, I know
haven't
that
seen it
Hoffman's
once
pitched a
during this
lot
game.
recently, but who's on the who are the first three up? Who's
That's what
coming
I
up?
was, let's see here. I got to get my MLB Savant page open.
So it's Adrianza leads off. He's hit a couple of, I mean, he's hit quite a
He
few
hit a
balls hard this series.
81 footer earlier, and he hit one 102.
Not sure how to justify this.
Yeah, right?
Oh, no.
I don't really have anything good to say.
I pray this works. I don't want to have an angry post game.
So it's Adrianza, Neto, Shanuel, right? I don't think any of those guys have been pinch hit for.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
here's one, hopefully. All right, there's one. Two more. Come on, two more, Robin. You're a genius. Soto is definitely a decision here.
Oh, no. WYRM said, I hope you bought a spare pair of shorts. I hope so, too. For all of our sakes. Don't be out here. Diarrhea in your what do we have? Lou Fontank? What did we just eat?
The Fook noodles from Lee Hao Fook.
Lee Hao Fook. Same thing.
Wow. Gregory Soto. What? Oh, sir.
I have to watch.
That was on the zone border there.
Who's up right now?
But here's the thing. It's righty, isn't it?
So that I guess in this particular situation, he has used Hoffman, 3 out of the last 4 days or something like that?
Oh, there's one rope to left center. Come on, Schwarber. No, that's down for a single. Oh, shit.
Hurry.
And you obviously can't use Dominguez. He's useless at this point.
No,
currently. So what other righty do you have? You've used Kirkering. Who else is in? You don't have another righty.
We've already seen Strom, Kirkering, Jose, and Jeff can't be used.
So you use both your high leverage lefties.
So this is where if you
there's
know
nobody else.
This is where you know that. Don't you give Orion
a second inning,
1 2/3,
right? Like stretch him a little bit.
Like if you know you're not going to go to Hoffman late.
I quite frankly, I think you probably in that particular situation, if you know you're not going to go to Hoffman late, you need to let Strom throw more.
Or let Strom throw more.
Strom only threw 12 pitches.
What did Orion throw? 16?
22.
22. Okay.
And Alvarado threw 24. They were both not going
Alvarado was done, yeah. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they each got an inning flat.
You probably have to let Strom throw.
Oh, God,
stretch them longer.
2 hits. Why? Why are we closing a game with Gregory Soto? I'm so nervous. 1st and 3rd, 1 out.
It's your only option.
Oh no! And only up by 1. Oh no! This is a recipe for disaster.
But
this is the stuff that's
Hoffman
frustrating.
3
you
or 4?
Can't even go for. I was gonna say a little bit.
3 or 4 nights. Is that 3 of the last 4? Is that what you said, Tyler?
They're off tomorrow.
My guess too is that Marte is unavailable. He's pitched a lot over the last couple of days.
Uncle Ron's coming out talking to
Joe Adele. And he says Gregory Soto is not good. Philadelphia is very nervous right now. You have a great beard. Go win this game.
What a talk.
Ron Washington's got a great mustache. This was a good mustache beard baseball talk.
Whatever they're doing in Anaheim for their facial hair, it's working.
Oh, God, I'm so nervous. They're going to lose this game. Where's my Miller Lite?
Oh, no.
Oh, should I check out
every time I get a notification?
Don't.
I need to look. I can't handle this.
By the way, Rob Thompson wearing the super cool guy baseball sunglasses that everybody wears now.
He's like, you got this.
What's the super cool guy sunglasses?
Yeah, the super reflective, huge ones that wrap around. You think that's a good look? I think those are young man sunglasses.
MBDBDBF said Gregory Soto is the Tobias Harris of closers. By the way, he said you guys' bet was around Josh Hader, which actually I feel like it was.
Oh, do we know what?
I don't know.
Oh, man, we really should have written that down.
I kind of have to go pee. I'm nervous. I'm not going to make it.
I hate this so much right now. Please, Gregory Soto, make Rob Thompson look like a genius.
Just get us out of this.
We're about to have bases loaded, 1 out, aren't we?
Oh, my Lanta. Oh, no. Okay, I'm not looking.
I'm not looking.
I don't like to be surprised like that. I want to know.
All right.
Oh,
gotta get a K here. Gotta get a K here.
Ugh.
I mean, I suppose I'll take an infield pop or a foul pop, but
he's thrown 12 pitches, 8 strikes.
Gregory Soto closing the game should never be something we really say.
Here's my question. Barring him bouncing back.
Did he foul that? Oh, he struck him out. All right. Woo. Thought he fouled that back for a second. All right, 2 outs. All right. Woo. Here we go. Nerve-wracking, clench your butt cheeks, May baseball.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Joe Adele missed that. That was numbers high, right down the middle. Oof. All right, Taylor Ward, you son of a bitch.
He's up again?
Didn't he just bat?
We just saw Taylor
and I was like,
Ward.
this guy, he's just like king of the fantasy baseball waiver wire.
I don't understand why he's back up again.
No. Come on, Greg.
Oh, no.
You think his friends call him Greg, or do you think he goes by Gregory?
I don't know. There's some other things I think they call him, depending on how this game goes. He's not Greg or Gregory or Soto.
G? You think
He's
just
so no. He's Gregory no. G. Probably G. Probably Soto, actually. I feel like that's a cool. What's up, Soto?
I'm afraid to, oh boy.
Woo!
Throw a strike. 2-0
I don't know
count.
if my computer's ahead, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Where is he at right now? Oh, no.
Renee!
Oh, no!
Renee! Stop it!
I'm sorry. I was looking at the live stats. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry.
Tyler, this is giving me PTSD of watching playoff baseball with Renee. Oh, great. Now I'm just like waiting for a hit. Stay in the park. Oh my God. Oh! Wow. Rob Thompson's a genius.
He's Gregory again.
Holy hell. Taylor Moore.
He's so yes.
Tyler, I don't know if you
Gregory
saw that in
Soto
there, but
for
Kyle
the
Schwarber
win.
caught the ball on the wall in left field, literally ass to wall, fly out.
Woo! Phillies.
Never
take the
doubted that
series.
decision for 1 second.
Never
Rob
at all were we
Thompson.
nervous.
Rob Thompson,
We
you
knew.
genius. You
We
baseball
knew.
man, you.
Yay! Rob is such a great manager. Cheers! Woo!
That's a great series win
Talk
right
about
there.
a strong bullpen with no doubts at any point of any second of that game.
Oh, man, that is a beautiful swing, too. Damn, he just missed that.
Woo! I don't think he made
Wow.
contact there.
Never doubted it for a second. Always the right move to close out a game with Gregory
He's
Soto.
Gregory Soto again. He gets a nickname. He's G.
Oh, man.
Woo-wee!
Wow.
Wow.
What a road trip. 7-3 overall. All right. Thanks to our friends at Miller Lite for bringing us this watch along.
Woo.
Don't go anywhere. We just have to switch streams. Player of the game goes to the Phillies bullpen.
Wow.
4 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. So there you go. Phillies bullpen gets the NBC Sports Player of the Game. All right, we will be back in approximately 7 or 8 minutes once we get set up here and shuffle our decks around.
For a victory post-game show. That's right.
A 7-3 road trip. This team is on fire.
Squeezing out a 2-1 win. Oh, I can't wait to talk about it.
All right, we'll be back momentarily. Thanks for hanging out with us during the game. Post-game show coming up shortly. See you in a minute.
We all silly like the mayor.